both and the Chaos Seekers were waiting for you, you guys decided to go to the temple finally. There, Dadia and Dove had a couple run-ins with Elia's old companions, and they were there basically to try and get you to convince you to just leave the loot and go without, risking your lives, putting yourselves in danger. Little bit of talking later, and Elia showed up, and then basically reiterated a lot of the same things. Just saying she didn't need to do any of the sort of really bad stuff anymore. If you just give her the loot, she could just be on her way. And with a couple of good rolls and a compelling argument by her side, you all believed her. And so you gave her the loot. She used it to ascend, and mid-ascension, she was attacked by what looked like Malira, the goddess who the loot belonged to, but a dark wraith-like version of her. This being took a shot at Elia that would have done some serious damage had it not been for Dadia Misty stepping in front of it. He took it and he died immediately. But in the time that he bought, Elia was able to. I mean, she basically killed the avatar of Malira. She told you that she basically kind of lower dumped a little bit that Malira had come to her and had told her everything she needed to do to become a god in the first place. But looking now, it was clearly that undead version of Malira that had started this whole thing. And that was pretty much it. She agreed that she owed you a favor, and you guys have some time to think about that. But you guys were then free to leave. And with a quick trip around a few places, you'd see it's pretty clear that Elia's song is gone. Nobody seems to be under the effects of it. Nobody seems to remember it, really. And as you guys would have eventually ended up back here in Mist Harbor, you'd actually have found that the people here would have still been preparing for the festival, even though it was supposed that already happened, like upwards of a week ago. They're sort of, when they were reset, quote unquote, they have gone back to like that time of the festival. So to them, it was still the first day of the festival. So by the time you got there, you'd be getting there really the last day of the festival, like what it should have been, the kind of closing acts and the one that's a bit more talking and whatnot. And people would be very confused about the fact that like the weather has changed quite considerably, since like the last day they remember. Because like a week or so has passed, it's a very different day. Time is just gone. And yeah, you guys set up your downtime activities for mostly being here in Mist Harbor. Dadia got down doing some crafting that he's been trying to do for a while now. Run it off quick, a shield, a staff, and a hammer, I believe. Jonah has been out performing and spending some time reading a book that didn't end up being magical. Dove knuckled down and did some alchemy supplies, alchemy testing and has got a bunch of potions to tell you guys about as a result of that. And last but definitely not least, this will be kicking off this session, Shalfel. Shalfel has been doing as Shalfel do, and been doing a bit of research, a bit of reading, and a little bit of tinkering with her box. She has been working on it in the nights. With now, you guys don't have the the pressure of being out traveling. You don't have the deadlines of like stuff coming up. You just had plenty of time, and this clarity Shalfel has allows her actually to make some progress, unlocking the next stage of her puzzle box. So, as you guys have spent about 2 weeks in Mist Harbor, going back and forth, maybe going to a few places, doing what stuff you want to do. But the 2 weeks have passed. Jonah, you have earned. I'm trying to think what it was now. 300
Oh,
gold.
yeah, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, you earned 300 gold from your 2 weeks of performing. But that's including like having all your living expenses paid for as well.
Yeah, living with my mom, sure.
I mean, also like food and stuff, it's all being provided for you. So.
Oh, perfect. Also,
hmm?
I had another thing, but I've written the same message, so maybe you missed it. But I also said I wanted to keep working on my poison resistance real quick.
I did see that. I didn't want to do that because like that was just giving you 2 weeks to do it. It was a little bit too much to just be able to just do.
Okay.
Like you'd be suddenly coming back with like a bunch more poison stuff.
Yeah.
Bit hard to balance that. I did actually need to type that exact message out to you and just forgot.
That's okay. So I need to do it in game then?
Yeah, but keep that one as like a daily one, just so we can do the rolls easier. Because I would have had to have you do like 14 different rolls and stuff like that. So,
yeah. Well, no problem. Yeah, I wouldn't have been drinking poisons every day, so would have been like maybe 3 or 4 times, something like that. But yeah, sure, no problem.
But the last night, the night when Dodia finishes his last item and you're all kind of getting back together, getting ready to head back out on the journey. In the wee hours of the night, when just before Shalfel has to enter a trance, so the rest of you are probably all sleeping. And Dub, you don't need to stand sentry. I don't know if you would take the nights to recharge at this point.
I mean, if we're in a pretty safe place, I guess. We're staying in just like one of the places nearby?
I assume you're staying at Jonah's mum's house.
Oh, if we are, then yeah, I'll actually just...
I assume it's not just Jonah saying there.
Come on, guys. Of course you can stay.
All right then. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just Shalfel then. And yeah, it's one of those where this puzzle box has been unmoving for a very long time now, Shalfel. You've not been able to make much progress from it since you first managed to unlock it. But maybe it's inspiration from the journey you've been on. Maybe it's luck. Or maybe it's fate has decided that now is the time. You just trigger something in the puzzle box that you've never managed to trigger before. And you recognize the feeling almost immediately, which is not necessarily a good thing, as this wave of powerful arcane energy just ripples outwards from the box once again. I will need... So, Shalfel, from you, can I have a charisma saving throw? Jonah, from you, can I have an... I mean, it's perception, but it's intelligence.
So, for like detecting magic stuff.
Yeah. Especially while you're asleep as well.
I think an arcana check, like usual.
Yeah, sure. Just make it an arcana check. That's probably fine.
I mean, that's what we use to detect portals and stuff. So I guess.
Yeah, I was more thinking it was like whether you would wake up to this or not. Oh, never mind. You sleep through it anyway.
I'm sleepy.
So you're fine. The others don't necessarily feel anything. But of centuries. Okay, so that's fine. So yeah, Shafel, you feel this familiar surge of magic energy just rush from your hands, completely envelop you, and you feel this another surge of power. And the last time this happened to you is what unlocked your wild magic powers to begin with. So now that it's happening again, it's one of those where pretty much anything could be waiting to happen next. But Postal and Xiaofeng, you would both hear, as a result of this, an explosion coming from outside.
Oh. Oh, is it actually my problems? I can't tell. I'm awake from that?
Yeah, you would wake up because you're in sentry mode, so you're like available.
Gotcha.
Ah, there she is.
For a second.
Possibly.
We seem to love getting woken up by explosions.
That's
kind
true.
of the theme of the campaign. At this point, I would say.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is how we met.
Yeah, this is literally like the start of it. Full circle.
Wait, does that mean I need to roll to hear it and then come running to an explosion?
No.
I'm too far away, probably.
Are you working at this hour?
No, Data would be asleep at this point. This is like
That's
the sort of
true.
mandatory rest period.
Actually, you know what? That's true. I'd be extra asleep because I would have been on like a manic forging spree for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, you would have
So
knocked yourself out.
I'm contently passed out right now.
And Jonah's mom's house is kind of soundproof, so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean you have to when you have performers in the whole city.
Yeah, that actually makes total sense.
So yeah, Shafel and the Dove, you are the only two. Well, you're the only two in this house who respond to the explosions. Outside of the house, the city lights up and people start rushing about.
Yep.
Let's get
Swing the door open.
Check
the
trying to get
hall
into some kind
for
of
anyone else who
side of
maybe
me, figure out
is
what's going on.
reacting.
She's panicking completely.
That would probably be Xiaofel. Yeah. The only other person in the hall.
I'll probably look at her and be like, again? We're doing this again?
Like, this one might be my fault. I don't know for sure.
What? What do you mean? Where'd you... What are you talking about?
I don't know. We gotta...
If you start running to, like, go, I'm gonna, like, run by everyone else's door if it's in the same hallway, just, like, knocking, like, as we're running.
That would probably wake Jonah and Daydeer up.
I mean, I am not really going to lightly knock. I'm using the metal fist of just thunk as we're running.
So it's not like a knock on the door, it's more like a dunk.
Yeah,
and then nothing.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna follow Shalfel.
She'll run outside to try to figure out what that's about.
The house to the north here, here. This wall here is completely blown off.
Oh.
And the stone is smoldering, and the brick is charred. And there's just a small column of smoke climbing from above it. The people on the street are like looking up, and like they're looking at a disaster, like, hands over their mouths. Some of them are like holding other people back who are like trying to run into the wreckage. There's somebody just over in this top corner here, just on their knees, crying their eyes out. It's
the forge explosion.
Yeah, it is very reminiscent of that, as like this building has very clearly had an explosion take place inside it.
Yeah, no, think I'm definitely running towards that.
Does it look like anything needs to be put out on the building?
I think your mic is still.
Yeah, you cut out Shalfel a bit.
Oops. Oh, wow. Oh, so you heard that? That's good.
Yeah, it would like just fade in and out really hard.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. I'm asking if is it a flame or is it just smoke and char right now? Like, should we be putting something out?
What the heck?
Currently, it's smoke and char. That is the staff thing of Shalfel.
I was like,
sick.
I forgot to provide the image.
I wasn't ready for that to just pop up.
Wait, I've never seen that.
Yeah. All right, that's nice.
I just finished. I literally gave it to Shalfel and then I passed out. Like an hour ago.
What are the odds? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to rush to whoever is closest and I will try to quickly ask for any kind of information of what happened.
What would it be? Make me a history check, please, Dove. As Shalfel has run away, literally.
Where am I?
I'm having a deja vu.
I don't know where you went. Oh, great. Literally is alright. You said history.
Yes, please.
Okay. Golly.
Oh, there I am.
I don't know how you ended up like far off the bottom right of the screen. I just
I
thought
don't-
I'll put it back. So, Dove, you run up to the first person and you start asking them what happened, and you try to get some information from them, and they turn around and they immediately start talking to you in a language that you don't understand. Shalfel, you'd recognize it as they're speaking in Common, which, as a reminder, Common does not exist in this world anymore.
But I'm proficient in Common and Draconic. That's damn it.
Yeah, but it just doesn't exist in this world anymore unless you're a wild magic sorcerer.
Got it.
So what they're speaking now, like, a Common from before the calamity. This is basically what current Common would be. So you maybe pick up a few bits of it, but the way that they're like frantically talking, it's basically just a completely different version of Common.
Yeah, that would probably like throw hands up like,
But yeah, Shalfel, you can hear it perfectly. And they're basically explaining they don't know what happened. They just something woke them up from their sleep, and they were just up and wondering what it was, and then suddenly an explosion happened. So they came running out to see, and they saw this.
And Shalfel turn to Dove and say they didn't see it happen.
You understood that? What is that?
It's common. Yeah, I try to keep up to date on most languages. Run into stuff like this.
Alright, that's interesting. I'll look to follow your lead then if they all talk like this. Go ahead. Tap the next person and try and get a gist, or like what building. I'll ask them what building was this.
Yeah.
It's just a house. And then point to this guy in the top corner here who was crying and say, his house.
There we go.
Alright, that's the guy we gotta go talk to then. You.
Adia and Jonah, you will also get run out at this point. Assuming that you heard the thudunk and woke up.
No, 5 more minutes.
Okay, Jonah didn't.
Well, no, I'm coming out too.
Would it be bad if Dadier, with a single thunk and no reference for anything going on, just went back to sleep?
Not at all.
Okay.
That is absolutely okay. Okay, so Dadier goes back to sleep then. So
yeah,
Jonah,
both our doors would be like wide open. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonah, you would run out. You'd see the demolished building above. You'd see Dove and Shalfel trying to like, talk to people, and they're talking. Dove's just looking at Shalfel, who is replying, and they're moving on to the next. So as you come out, you'd see them hurrying over to this person who is just completely broken down, on his knees, head on the ground, sobbing.
Is the fire spreading still?
No, it was just an explosion. There's no lingering flames.
So it doesn't look like what happened to Dadia's forge, like.
Not exactly. Yeah, that continued burning afterwards because of how it was blown up. This is just a building.
Okay. Yeah, no, Jonah will step closer, trying to get into hearing range. Because I didn't see anything, I'm gonna let Dove and Shalfel talk to this guy.
First thing.
At your... Sorry, go on, Shalfel.
Oh, you're good. You go for it.
I was going to say, at your touch, Dove, he would like jump, not expecting it, and like when you try and console him, he'd be like pushing your hand away, and just be calling out. And Shalfel, you'd be have to translate this as well. My brother was in there.
Oh, if you tell me that, I'm running in.
Yeah, Shalfel will communicate that pretty immediately.
Oh yeah, no, I'm running into rubble now.
She'll be like, his brother's in there, and she'll kind of like try to get him to focus and be like, hey, where? You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull out to... Oh, sorry.
No problem. Because if you stop it, it's fine.
I was just gonna say I'm going to look behind us, trying to call out to, I guess, the authorities or whoever is paid to help in those situations.
Oh, don't worry. They are also coming.
Okay. And it was just one explosion, and Dove is running in. Okay.
Yep, and Dove's running into it.
There's not much I can do, I'm afraid. Can I just try and see? It's probably too late. See if anyone's running from the scene. Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah, there's nobody that you can see now. Maybe when it happened, there might have been, but at this point, definitely.
It was like 10 minutes ago. Okay, yeah, no worries.
It wasn't even 10 minutes ago, but it's been at least a couple of minutes, so enough time for someone to flee.
Okay, good.
And yeah, Dove, at least 3 people are going to try and stop you.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep running.
You're just going to power through them? Give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I'll probably be shouting like I'm trying to find the brother. And you said athletics?
Yeah, or acrobatics.
Or acrobatics. Oh.
Yeah, because technically you're escaping your grapple.
Oh, okay. I probably would have done acrobatics.
Yeah,
okay.
Go ahead and roll acrobatics.
Oh, okay. That's so funny.
And then first guy.
I hope one of them's like
second guy.
Crazy tough.
Third guy.
There it is.
Juggernaut's in there somewhere.
Silvery Bob's. Waste of a spell, but I do it anyway.
Alright. Yeah, that's okay. He doesn't have a +5 to his check, so that's fine.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no, I'm just shouting. I'm just like, I'm looking for his brother.
Jonah, you'd understand them calling out as well. It's in common again. So Dove doesn't know what they're saying to her. But you two can understand them calling out like, stop, he's already gone, there's no one in there, no one could have survived that.
Okay.
But Dove does successfully get
Yeah.
Dove gets past the first person, the second one kind of like diving tackles, it completely misses, and Dove just sidesteps him easily. But that sidestep, like, it's about to take her right into the arms of someone else until like Jonah's little silvery barbs go rough, and whatever effect that does to distract him is just enough for Dove to weave the other way and just like disappear into the building. Of which Dove, you will find it is incredibly smoky. There's a lot more of the damage inside than the char, but there is no one in there.
Okay, like just anywhere that I check, there's no remnants of like what could have been a person or.
Nope, not even bits of people.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of much more calmly, like emerge, being like, I don't see anyone in there. I also honestly would have looked around for the source, since I was already in there.
Yeah, so you have to find like the epicenter of the explosion. It would have been basically where, like, in one of the bedrooms, on like where one of the walls would have been, based on the remains and stuff. The walls. Specifically where the bed would have been.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Come back out and say one of the explosion emanated from where the bed was, but there's no one in there.
A bed? Like it was a bomb?
Possibly, but it for some reason emanated in such an odd spot.
Oh, did he I'm saying that in Draconic, but blow himself up?
We'll answer in Draconic as well. I just be like, I would hope not, but I don't know what else would happen in that area of the house.
Me neither. Well,
I don't know what to do with this.
well, there's not much we can do right now. But if he was a wild magic sorcerer like us, he might have just went away like this?
In his sleep? I would hope not. Now I'm worried for both of you.
I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't sleeping.
Accidents happen, but this is pretty wild. Can I like investigate the scene for evidence? Like do a little Shelfell forensic files moment, I guess. Like,
I mean, Shelfell, you kind of have.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the advantage is the rolling advantage, but you basically have advantage on knowing what happened here.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's again very similar to what happened the first time.
Yeah, she's just sick.
So piecing it together like that, you would probably have a very good idea what happened.
Yeah, she's probably just slumped up against the wall then and like trying to process. Probably pretty traumatized herself. Point.
I'm cutting out again now.
Yeah.
I missed the end of that.
No.
Oh, dang. Just said probably looking pretty traumatized herself at that point.
That was not better.
Yeah. Is it like an actual like microphone connection to the headset?
Might be. Might be in pain. Oh wait, you know what?
Watch it
Is this any
picking
better?
up the wrong mic again.
Is this any better?
Possibly. Try again.
Is that working?
So far?
So far, so good.
Go ahead and try and like re-describe what you were about to do.
Yeah.
Alright, all I was saying was that she's probably slumped up against the wall looking pretty traumatized herself at this point if she's drawn conclusions now. Anything?
I guess that is a little bit out of character with these people being like strangers.
That's funny, yeah. Shelfell's guilty act is like just the same as her normal social anxiety act.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I would like walk back to you guys just kind of like empty hands, just being, I don't really know what happened, but maybe it was just a freak accident.
The guy will start like clawing over towards you, Dove. Without seeing you like run in and then come back out again. And he's like tugging at your cloak.
I will definitely like go down to try and like be, hold his arms kind of thing. I'm like, what do you do? What do you need? What is this?
Where's my brother? Sorry, I'm assuming one of those two will translate some copy.
Okay. I will speak out loud to have them do that, or if he understands, suppose. Be like, I didn't find anyone in there. What was your brother doing?
Sleeping. He was just sleeping.
I don't know how to tell you this, but there was no real bed left. I'm sorry.
No, he can't be gone.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to explain this, and I'm kneeled at this point, and I'm trying to like, I don't know what to do with this person.
We should go. There's not much we can do.
I will look up at Jonah and kind of like nod. And I'm in an awkward situation where this man's like clinging to my stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna slowly kind of try and.
We need some help over here. I'm gonna gesture to the guards if they are here.
Yeah, a couple of people will come over and help him. That would take him away from Dove in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try and be like kind to like, okay, cling to him now. Like, don't know what I'm doing. I'll stand back up with them and should we go back? Yeah.
There's just nothing. What the hell?
Hey! Wait,
They found us, the Celestials.
Yeah, that's gonna make me stop and turn. Should we see that?
Yes. These are 2 of the representatives here in Miss Harbor.
Have we not seen them?
You have only seen them at the festival.
At the beginning, huh?
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Then they were possessed. Not enchanted as well. So you had no reason to interact with them.
That was when I swear was like, is that Ascended Elia? Because I'm not mentally prepared for that.
Oh, that would be good.
I genuinely was for a sec like, okay,
No.
got it.
And just curiosity, does this look like the first attack that went on in Mist Harbor that my brother did? Or not really, because it's like it was like a person exploding instead of, you know.
From this one being a person exploding, there is something very similar about this. I didn't even think about that, so good catch. Yes, basically.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna stay here just a minute.
Yep.
The one on the left here will start. She'll start speaking, and she'll be speaking out loud in Draconic. What is going on here?
There was an explosion. It seems that something happened to this man's brother.
Oh, man.
I went in to investigate, and where what potentially should have been the brother's bed has now been destroyed by said explosion. There is no remnants of someone in there, from what I saw.
How has this happened?
I'm not sure. We were woken by the sound. By the time I came out, these people were here, and he was grieving.
So there was nothing in it, just an explosion.
To my knowledge, we were resting.
And where were you resting? That you heard it so quickly?
I'll gesture behind me to just down the road.
And you felt nothing else?
No.
She's going to turn and look at the Celestial. Well, the Aasimar. She's a Celestial, but she's an Aasimar. And you'll see they're kind of sharing a look, and the Aasimar will nod, and she will go off into the building. Just kind of pushing people aside.
Why should we have felt something?
Yeah.
Well, we felt something. I find it stranger that you didn't feel anything.
I was gonna tilt her head, being like, "I'm not very magically attuned." I don't know how to explain that.
Oh, she's looking at Jafar and I.
She just does a sweep of people around. She's judging the reactions when people say that.
They'll still got 1,000-yard stare going on.
Jafar under the hood.
I bet y'all will remember that.
Well, we were sleeping, so.
As were we. Whatever force that was quite devastating.
How do you mean? Was there some kind of aura emanating? Or
immediately before the explosion sounded, there was a pulse of arcane energy. It was enough to rattle us from our slumbers.
Wild magic?
Similar. Stronger than wild magic.
Definitely lost on me then.
Reporting, Commander. It was definitely a wild magic explosion. We have no records of this person being a wild magic sorcerer before now. Either they have lied convincingly, or it happened again. I was afraid you would say that.
Happened
Will you be
again?
worried? Yeah.
Well, she turns to you, Dove. You are fine. You, she points to you, Jonah, are going to have to come with me.
What?
And then she's
Why?
going to turn to look at you, Shalfel. And you? What's your position in all of this?
Oh no, it's a microphone.
Shalfel's just gonna kind of stiffen up.
Oh, I just.
She refuses to respond. She
Yeah.
chooses to,
Yeah, pretty much.
she
1,000 yards
chooses to
standing.
remain silent.
That was in your
What?
That mic is not your friend today.
No.
It's kind of.
It sounds like we're really far away and it only picks like bits and pieces.
Oh no! Come on. What is this business?
Oh, it's under your pillow, something like that.
Like a bad cord. Like it just keeps crunching in and out.
That's so weird. Let me see here. Why are you doing this to me?
By the way, vibe check because I've probably know these people. Are they cool? I mean, are they legit? From my knowledge.
I wonder if it's struggling.
You must have seen them. So you have seen them at the festival. So they would have been there at the front row. You probably don't know the mayor here, just because you didn't spend a lot of time in Mist Harbor like before. You know, like you were traveling a lot, so you probably don't necessarily know her, but you know of her. So, Amitiel, the one in front, she's definitely the leader, the representative here. As for the Celestial Ward, not the Radiant Templars at the back, you probably wouldn't know her. You'd have no real reason to interact with them.
Yeah, probably.
Try.
Just wait and see if you get.
See if it works.
Shuffle back.
Snore.
You're getting some damn good sleep.
Man, I need it.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it Discord?
I'm still waiting to find out what all the new toys do properly.
You're dreaming of it.
I am. I'm quite literally dreaming of it. That and I honestly have a good idea of what the hammer and the shield do, but no idea what the staff I gave Shelfel does.
I haven't tried this one yet. Maybe I try this one.
Oh,
And it
Shelfel,
works.
hi.
Wait, is it working?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are there 3 different
Yeah.
versions of it in Discord? Sorry.
What?
Perfect.
Don't worry, this one's working. So
This one we'll stick
Yeah,
with
well-
then.
Yeah, I was like, we'll let you know if it stops, and then you'll try the other two, I guess.
Yeah. Are a good one.
all right. So, Shelfel, how do you respond to the intense gaze and questioning you are facing?
She is still kind of 1,000-yard stared there for a second, and then kind of like shakes herself out of it, like people do. She's got a lot running through her mind, like what she should do, and if it's worthwhile going with them and trying to pass through. But she'll say, kind of, I don't have much of a place at all. We came running for the explosion to discover what had happened. And she's very quiet, though. You can tell that she's like, her voice is shaking. She's shaken in a way that she hasn't been shaken in front of you guys before. So.
At Chafel's response, Amithia will nod at the other one. Yes, and she will be coming too.
I don't understand. I was there when they woke up. They weren't even outside of our house or building.
It does not matter. They are both wild magic sorcerers, and this is a wild magic incident. If there's nothing to hide, then that will show.
It's alright, though. I can go with them.
Can I not go as well, just to witness? Or
no, it is not your place.
Just you can go back to the house and tell Daria and my mother that, what happened, just so that they know.
Maybe his mom feels it.
She is not down for that, but she will comply. All right. I'll do so.
And yeah, Amithia will take Jonah's arm. The other one will take Chafel's arm.
I'm getting antsy. What?
Hey.
The rest? I thought it was just like, whoa.
They're complying.
Okay.
You guys will be getting taken away, basically.
Hey, don't touch me. I can walk on my own. Keep your hands to yourself, lady.
Alpha will shrink away from anybody that tries to touch her, but she'll move forward. She knows.
And then I'm trying to think. So she's also here.
Snow Queen?
She'd be here.
The dead Snow Queen?
She'd be... Are they all females?
Well, that's a lot of people.
Oh, there we go. A guy, finally. I was like, have I made all of these?
Nova, they are all females because you're the DM.
This is fair. And did not need to be said out loud.
Except 2. Wait, is this... What is this secret base of important people? What the hell?
Whoa.
You basically walk in and, like, it's kind of like police holding room style. That you're each put into a separate room. But like outside each of the rooms, these are the groups of people who are just like staring intently into them. There are going to be like a handful of other people kind of brought in as well, and placed in various rooms themselves, as well as like all of the other people out by the house, the ones who are all speaking common. Basically, anyone who is linked to wild magic is being brought into this building.
Discrimination.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. No, I'm used to it.
I feel like all this again.
So we are in separate... Are those cells, or...?
Basically, yeah. They are just rooms, but they have got very little in them. Like, they might as well be cells.
And we are separate cells between Charfel and I?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna give Charfel an inspiration before we go into it. Just... It's okay. It's all be over before morning.
She's got her head like pressed up against the wall, like just staring at the wall, like she's trying to like something out.
Just before we separate, you get inspiration. Oh, here we go. But you won't need it because nothing's gonna happen.
I hope not.
Yeah. Well, you guys are put in these rooms, and you're kind of left for a few minutes. You can see out to like these people outside, all talking, all like standing around and talking. And you'd see then a couple of shimmers of arcane energy go up, kind of blocking the rooms off. And you'd feel just like a weight's pressing down on you. like something heavy, like a heavy backpack has been put on your shoulders. You just kind of feel dragged down a little bit. And after that happens, Shalfel, you are greeted with the tiefling lady walking in. And Jonah, you are greeted by the elven male walking in. And they're going to sort of sit, like they walk in, they both kind of stare down each of you as they make their way to their seats. And Shalfel, we will start with you.
Once they walked in, Shalfel would have like very suddenly changed her body language.
How so?
She's gonna kind of like stand up, sit up straight, a little prepared to speak with them. She's gonna relax her face. She's not traumatized any longer. Determined to get through this and then forward so she can get answers. So kind of arrive. Yeah, just be ready.
Go get him, girl.
Compliance. This will go much quicker. So, tell me about yourself. Who are you? You're not registered in this town.
Oh, I'm from afar. I wouldn't be. My name is Shalfel.
And what are you doing in Mist Harbor?
We've returned to rest. We've come to the friend, my other gentleman in custody, his mother. We've also come to see her as well. So, gathering friends, coming to rest, see the city.
And you felt the disturbance earlier, did you not?
I did. Sure. What to make of it?
I think you cut out there.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's
I
back
can
to cutting
barely
out.
hear you.
Discord.
It's real bad for some reason.
Do you use Chris on Discord? Because I'm wondering if it's just cutting you out too much.
Maybe. Let me that. Should talk. Maybe it's the input sensitivity.
Yeah,
Don't remember. Yeah, I do use Chris. Maybe I'll throw it down to standard. It's just overdoing it on me. Because the mic is incredibly sensitive. Like, I was messing with it all stream too, and it just was not figuring its life out.
Yeah, this is much better audio quality. It's just it is just picking up your breathing as well.
Yeah, it's getting everything.
So maybe a noise gate instead of the sensitivity. Just because it's fine, it's picking you up just fine. I think it's just like a noise gate or a pop filter or something like that.
Yeah. I wonder how I do it in Discord. Oh, gain control.
Because at the very least, we can hear you better this way. So
That's good. I just dropped it down to standard, so hopefully it'll be less choppy.
cool. So she was asking you if you felt the force. Well, no, she said you felt it. Did you not?
Shalfel said, I felt something and I didn't know what to make of it.
Can you go ahead and roll me a deception check, please?
Yeah.
You have inspiration.
Do you have inspiration?
Oh, you're too good.
And I have a high charisma, which is why I have this.
You'll see like her eyes narrow as you say that. Her lips will purse up a little bit. Let's see. So, you heard the explosion and rushed to the house. You didn't know what else was going on?
Did not.
Okay. Then that will be everything. And she's going to get up and she's going to leave.
Politely and hang out.
In the other room with Jonah, the guy sits down and he does that way, like sits down, puts one foot up on the edge of the desk, and just kind of looks you up and down. You're the Aspenova kid, aren't you?
Oh, is that Vatopius?
I mean, there's not that many wild magic sorcerers in this town.
Well, yeah, yes, I am. Am I under arrest? What is all this?
You're not under arrest. You're just not free to go. Until I say so. So, we'll get straight to it. What were you doing tonight?
Today? The whole day?
No,
Well, I
tonight.
woke.
You
Not
know,
tonight.
immediately before the
Oh,
explosion.
while I was sleeping, I'm staying. Well, not next door, but down the street a little bit.
And you didn't feel anything.
No,
Witness
no,
says
I mean
you arrived late.
late. Well,
Mhm.
yes, I woke up because I heard it afterwards. I mean, someone woke me up, and then I quickly got dressed. I went outside, and then I saw that, well, there was already a lot of people there. Wait, what is all this with? Should I have felt something?
Well, that depends, doesn't it? The last time something like this happened, and you can sort of see like he pauses for a moment. And he's almost like he's thinking about whether he should say this. You were affected last time, weren't you?
Affected?
Not directly. But you know more about what happened.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Right now, I'm the one asking questions.
All right. Okay. DM, just last time. So the first attack. I felt something before the explosion.
No. So what he's
No.
talking about is just because of
Oh.
who was involved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't think it's related?
Well, it doesn't look the same. It looks like a wild magic sorcerer blown himself up. Sadly, but
Except he
last.
wasn't a wild magic sorcerer.
Well, maybe there was somebody else with him. I don't know. I mean, the last time it happened, it's true I was there, but I didn't look too much into what caused the explosion. Wasn't really my place to look at.
That was also caused by wild magic. Not from a person. The child. Through an object.
But someone must have put it there then.
Which leads me to my next question. When was the last time you spoke to your brother?
But about 8 years ago now.
And when was the last time you spoke to your father?
don't have a father. What? How is this even related?
That's for me to be the judge of. Have you
know
had
some-
any contact with your brother
No,
other than talking to him in the last 8 years?
no, I don't know where
any
he
contact
is.
with anyone related to your brother in the last 8 years?
Why, my mother, for starters. But no, nothing else.
Very well. You're free to go then.
Wait, you. Why did you ask about this other man? Is who are you? I think that this is legitimate for me to ask at this point.
The name's Zanro. And I'm with the Shadow Stalkers.
Makes sense. Why you seem so well informed.
And with that, he will get up and leave. But he will leave you with the door open.
Wait. No, is he still leaving? If I'm
Yep.
calling him out. wait, what? Now wait a second. I'm not running, but I'm getting up, walking, and I'm trying to follow him. Kind of.
Yeah. This way, you're free to go. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll follow him. What about my friend Shafel next door? Is she free to go?
No, she's being held for further questioning.
Why? She was with me the whole 2 weeks we were there.
Well, you might want to ask her then. Because she's the one who's lying. Now, please, we have a lot of people to investigate.
Have
And
you?
he's going to sidestep and show you to the door, where at this point, Dove and Davia would be waiting outside.
Oh, just one last thing. Have you seen my brother recently?
Recently? No. No, please. Move on.
But you know him.
He's just going to kind of his eyes will meet yours in a he's not going to answer that, but his answer, that makes his answer obvious. Yes. Yeah. But he's not going to say it out loud.
If you know something, we should be the one to know about this. Me and my mother too.
Please. We have a lot of investigations to conduct.
I'm sure. I'm gonna go to the door, side eye, and going through the door. So Shafel is not there.
Shafel is in the side room, so you'll see her as you walk past. She's in the side room on her own.
Okay. And they're not letting me stay, right? I mean, I have to leave the room.
Yeah, you have to leave.
Okay. God damn it. Oh, Dove, Dalia, what a...
There's one of our wayward wards.
What happened?
Whose skull am I smashing?
That's a question that I can't answer, but...
God dang it.
There is a Shadow Stalker. I mean, multiple people from guilds, they're still with Shafel. I think she's gonna be okay, but... I mean, they seem to think that it was indeed someone put an object and implanted it. I mean, planned the explosion, just like the first. Well, it happened here. I told you, but it happened here right before I met you in Velicolium, and I think that they believe that my brother's involved in this somehow again.
So they're chalking this up to a premeditated?
I guess. Well, they are trying to find Chaos Seekers, I think.
Why didn't Shelfo leave yet?
I don't know. We were in separate rooms, but I guess they have more questions because she's an outsider. I mean, they know me and where I live, so they know I'm not one of them. But Shelfel, I'm not sure. Well, they are not sure.
We just have to sit and wait then?
Well, yes. Well, I'm pretty optimistic about our chances. They are smart. They'll let her go.
Out of curiosity, was there a window in the room you were in?
No.
Darn.
I mean, was there?
Not an outside window.
No, yeah, definitely. No, there
Darn.
was just this heavy door. It was an interrogation room, not a torture room, but interrogation room or interview or whatever they call it.
That's unfortunate. If there was, I was gonna try and if I could get some eyeballs on Chaufel, we could have connected up with her using telepathy. But
let's not resort to desperate solutions until we know she's in trouble. Shouldn't take long. I hope she'll.
Okay.
I'll try to get some information out of the guy, but I hope Shelfel will have more luck.
Okay.
okay.
I let
So-
your mom know, but yeah, that's it.
So, Shelfel, after these few more minutes pass, you see like Jonah walking out briefly, and a few more minutes would go by before you are joined this time by a Mitio and a new face. Another elf.
I was like, no, actually,
And they both come in this time and they sit. And Amitiel, she sits opposite you, sort of facing you. And the other woman, she goes and stands behind you. So,
Comfortable?
you lied to the other interviewer? I would like to know why.
I'm curious as to how you're certain of my lie.
I will say I choose my representatives very well. You're a talented liar. She is a more talented detector of lies.
That isn't very specific. I don't have much more to tell. Maybe your feelers are a little off?
No, you're holding something back. Right now, you're the only person we haven't been able to clear. Everyone else has been upfront and honest and has been released. That does not put you in a very good position.
Well, to be a flag tracked on from time to time for my work for a very long time. Hate to attract any excess negativity toward my side, especially where I am here.
Could understand that. However, I think now is the time where we don't get what we want. We need answers. As cliched as it is, the truth will indeed set you free.
Oh. For work. Possibly. From time to but a few months. No, I from this one friend of brought me in. Jonah, we by happenstance. Okay.
And what exactly did you sense tonight that you chose not to talk about?
A large surge of arcane magic. Me, or unfamiliar. What did you feel? She kind of like starts turning the questions back on.
She's gonna give you like one of those smiles. It's like, nice try. Do you know, I respect what you did there, but like not happening. She will glance up away from you, like behind you, to where the other woman is standing. And there'll just be this moment again where she seems to like her eyes kind of flicker. And then she looks back at you. Tell me exactly what you were doing when you felt the surge.
I was just coming out of a meditation.
I see. And what was your response to feeling it?
Well, it was very intense, if you recall, and I was a bit out of it as I was just transitioning out of the meditative stage. Once I heard the ruckus outside, I immediately went to the hallway to my co-party member, friend, the Warforged you saw at the scene, and we attempted to go see what all the ruckus was about. Pretty immediately.
Okay. I want to reiterate. You are currently our only suspect.
Understand.
If there's anything else that you want to say to help us prove your innocence, now is the time.
Well, I do love magic. My priority is to make sure that I practice it as safely as possible at all times. I have a history of being very capable in that regard. So my hope is that my, at least my scientific research and my consistency and of information will possibly absolve me for you folks.
Would that it could, I'm afraid. Get comforty, Miss Chaufel. It's going to be a long night.
She'll just kind of nod a little.
They'll get up and leave. Talking to these two over here, doing things.
Doing political things.
Oh God, don't say that.
That's exactly what this is.
Wait, can we see anything moving inside?
Just literally the people outside, they're talking to each other, coming in and out of the rooms. And you would have seen, like when she said to Chauvel everyone else had been cleared, you would have seen, like, one by one, these people being released as well, walking past you. Chauvel is legit the only one who's being kept in. And as the kind of the more recent flurry of movement, Zanril and the Tiefling will come out, and seeing you still there, Jonah, they're going to walk over to you. Out of respect for your family, would you consent to us searching your house?
Searching? What? What are you looking for? Why is she still in there?
Please answer the question. Do you have your consent?
It's not mine you need to ask for.
Very well. They're gonna and just walk around you.
I go. It will be better if it comes from me. I'll move with them to.
Yeah.
I'll wait here for Chauvel and just in case.
Do whatever. Just in case she comes out of
yeah. Should I follow or oh god.
It's like, do you want to just stay here and then I guess just shout out for us? I can hear you.
Yep, we'll do. Oh, here, telepathy, go.
Yes. God, caught it.
Nice.
Okay. Eddie, you get Chauvel out of here by force.
Are they leaving me alone in a room by myself for an extended period of time?
Currently, you are being left alone in a room. You are being watched, but you are unattended in the room.
Watched.
All right.
Are you, like, literally getting in there ahead of them, Jonah?
Yeah. I mean,
right.
Yeah. I'm. Just wait here. I'll wake her up.
I'll just stand outside with them.
They're not waiting.
Oh.
And well, can they enter the house without?
Yes.
Her consent. Okay.
They asked you out of permission out of respect. They didn't need it.
Oh my god.
So they're just gonna walk in, and then when she comes down, they'll explain it to her then.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut out. Mom, they're searching the house. It's no big deal. Just, I'm sorry.
She's just gonna kind of start coming downstairs, having gotten dressed, ready. Oh, well, that shouldn't be a problem, should it? We've nothing to hide here.
Yeah, of course not. But still, it's. I know they're still holding Chauvel in there. It's ridiculous.
We're sorry about this, Miss Espinova. It's just business. Well, I understand. They're going to do a systematic search of the house.
Are they searching like old school, or are they detecting magic and stuff? Both?
Yeah, they're detecting magic, but they're also just like pulling like cushions off the couch, taking books out of the bookshelf and stuff like that.
Hey, this. I'm cringing just like, but if my mom's okay with it, I'm like.
Yeah, she's kind of like, you can see a little bit uneasy about them just going through everything, but because she doesn't. She she believes you have nothing to hide, so she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, it's okay. We'll put up with it."
Yeah. Well, as they searching, I'm gonna go. Be quicker if you just tell me what you're looking for.
That won't be necessary. Don't worry. The tiefling woman is going to disappear upstairs.
Where is Scharfel's room? Because I have a feeling that's where they're gonna be headed. But Scharfel's room is
in the
gonna be
landing.
upstairs, I think.
Yeah. Upstairs in the
Okay, yeah.
landing. It's where all the other rooms are.
Well, if my mother's downstairs with Xanra, I'll go upstairs with the tiefling, just following, making sure. I know she's not gonna steal anything, but I'm acting like this is not okay. I'm just following her.
That is
around.
good practice, best practice. Just
Yeah, she is systematically. She's searching every room. She's being very thorough in each room, and eventually,
Oh, just gonna as she heads there or searching. I'm just gonna say, why didn't you search the house the first time? If you thought my brother was involved.
he says we didn't search the house.
Oh, you did. You have.
I didn't say we had. I just said who said we hadn't searched.
Right? So this time you do it all in the open?
This time is we are far more prepared. We were taken kind of by surprise last time.
Yes, I know. Weren't we all?
Quite.
For how long are you keeping Schafferlin?
Until we get the answers we need.
So what? There was a wild magic explosion, someone planted something, probably like last time, and suddenly you want to search the house? Shafar wasn't here when it happened.
That's not what she says.
What did she say? Well,
she
she was...
just come out of a meditation.
Well, yes, here.
And then she came out of the room, met the Warforged, and rushed out.
Well, the explosion had already happened by then.
We're not looking for the source of the explosion. We're looking
What
for
else?
the source of the pulse. And it appears we have found it. And she just kind of opens the door to Shalfel's room, takes a step inside, and you just see her kind of like taking a deep breath. Yes. It definitely emanated from here.
Well, she has all sorts of trinkets, so that's not that surprising.
She didn't have anything on her when we took her in.
Well, no, she rushed out to help.
Then where are they? Because they're also not here.
I'm just looking around the room. I don't know if Shafel brought her stuff there.
I like to think Shelfel never leaves her bag of holding anywhere.
No.
Or like
Yeah.
doesn't leave anything out of her cloak or anything like that.
Yeah, she's got a pocket dimension in her pockets, essentially, is
Yeah.
how it should be considered. Like, everything's pretty much on her at all times. Except for, Smokey, who is in and out.
What I found out there, I guess they are in her bag. I mean...
Then this confirms we're going to have to search her person.
you'll see she has nothing related. If it's not related to the explosion, or what is this pulse you're talking about? I didn't feel it.
If you didn't feel it, then you don't have to worry about it.
So that's not wild magic thing.
Quite. And she'll walk out, and she'll do that like sidle past you, and start heading downstairs. And she's gonna kind of let out like a quick whistle for Zanro, who will turn around at the sound and nod. Oh, looks like we found what we wanted. Sorry again for the inconvenience. We will probably have to come back, though.
Mama, it's best I go with them too. Won't be long.
That won't be necessary. You can stay here.
Oh, but I insist. Phew.
Don't make me insist that you stay.
Can't I just wait outside?
There's already one of you there. That's more than enough. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm gonna give him a head start, but I'm gonna follow after. I insist my ass.
They're gonna go all the way in. And quick nod to Dadia.
Welcome back.
They're looking for something Shafel has.
Okay.
They think they're not after what provoked the explosion. They're after, I don't know, something that provoked a pulse of energy, of magic of some sort. Wild magic, they said, but apparently it's not what caused the explosion. Or maybe it is, but it's kind of undirected, indirect. Well,
So they think Shofel is indirectly responsible for the explosion happening.
I'm not sure. They refuse to tell me. They refuse to tell me, but they're gonna search her, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna find, well, some pretty interesting objects on her. So
Does have some interesting pockets.
yeah, I don't
know. Go on.
I don't know what we can do though. We should wait until something happens. They look kind enough to give us answers. I'm sure they'll at least tell us if they're gonna hold her for much longer.
I mean, this, I guess, is a potential way that they do their process, so...
I guess. Or else I'm gonna call the syndicate.
I'm sure it'll be alright. Hello?
As you're talking, she just kind of walks out. She doesn't even like approach you. She walks out of the door, just steps to one side of it, and is just staring at the three of you.
I'll say hello like that at her.
She will nod and not respond.
Have I ever seen her?
She looks familiar.
Ever?
Go ahead and roll history.
Okay.
I swear I've seen her.
Well, we've probably seen her at the festival, but I'm like interested if I have ever seen her before.
Yeah,
History.
that's probably what I'm thinking. I'll roll history as well.
Damn it.
No.
Beans.
I want to say, Dove, there's no way you'd know who she is anyway.
Yeah.
To confirm if she isn't something you've seen before. But yeah, for 5, no. You barely remember what an elf is.
Apparently. It's like, it's pointed ears. What's that about again?
Can I help you?
She's just going to observe and not reply. Because that's not creepy at all.
I'm gonna say this in my mind. Think we're safe in here.
You know, the best part is that it's only you and me, Dove.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She'll say it like that too. You hear like a mechanical laugh, like, well anyways, my question still stands. Think we're safe in here?
Out of curiosity, any chance we can talk to Schaufel and see what's going on?
Say that out loud or in your head?
I was like, is that in your mind or is that in your head?
I'm saying that out loud.
Okay. No.
Okay.
So, what do you think? I mean, what are they looking for on her? They said it was something about? Well, they said, I guess there was something about these balls that they spoke about. What is? How is
If
that
that's
related?
aimed at her, she won't reply.
Sorry. Oh, she doesn't reply.
Yeah, if that's aimed at her, she won't reply.
Okay.
Is there a bench nearby?
Yes.
Can I sit on it?
Yes.
Perfect.
Roll
Alright.
for mimic.
Ah.
Alright. What would you like me to roll?
Insight.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow.
The bench breaks apart into 97 mimics.
Oh my.
Oh no. Would you rather fight 100 human sized mimic?
Sized mimic and 97 mimic-sized benches.
Oh my god. This is amazing. Also, anyway. Well, I figure they're probably going to do whatever they need to in there. I highly doubt they're going to necessarily hurt her.
I doubt
At
that
least
too. It's
not without a reason to, which they shouldn't have. So I'm going to sit here and wait for somebody to come tell us what's going on, or until they let us walk in and ask the questions. If that ever happens.
Sounds good. It's still amazing though.
Mhm.
There are probably hundreds of Chaos Seekers roaming around the continent, but no, they are looking at Schaufel now.
Speaking of Schaufel, you can try and hold that spell, Schaufel, but then you would notice it's not that you're in like an anti-magic field, but you're in a sort of magic suppression field. So your spells are being neutralized, but your magic isn't being cut off. Because that's like basically killing you in this world. So they've come up with a way that's like the more humane way of stopping criminals from escaping.
Ah, okay. So I wouldn't be able to gather enough energy probably to do what I need to do.
Basically, like you would try and like cast it to hold it, because when you hold it, you're like in the process of casting it constantly, and you'd realize that the spell is just not starting; it's just not triggering at all. But you are greeted again by Amitiano, the tiefling, and Zanmo this time. Getting a whole smorgasbord of visitors today. We found the source of the pulse in your room. We know about the puzzle box. Now is your very last chance to start talking.
What puzzle box if you say you found the source in my room?
No. But we have been told it is most likely in your bag then.
Who's your source?
Your gentleman friend, Jonah?
Chappelle kind of like. Have a discussion with him on clarity of certain things when I get back.
For what it's worth, I do believe he was acting under the impression that you were innocent.
It's fair.
So, would you perhaps be willing to share now?
Much to share. I do have a box in my possession. Jonah, think the box is the source, this mysterious source?
You seem to think it is.
I can't see anything after it.
My associate saw the picture quite clearly in your mind. When asked about the source of the pulse, your mind flickered to the box.
Control question. Remains a bit mysterious. Few things. World. Be something that's on my mind.
Could be, but your mind flicked to it immediately. You correlated two events in your mind. The box moved, and then the pulse happened.
Personally, it's
If you're
very
not
hard to
willing,
people's minds.
if you're not willing to divulge information about the box or present it, I'm afraid we're going to have to take it.
No. Authorities.
You are aware that someone died today, and it could possibly, very likely, be tied to this box's existence. Do not question my authority when it's your morality that I am highly doubtful of right now.
Trying to find
That depends on what the box is even about.
That's what I'm saying. It's, I think I could get that through lack of cooperation by myself.
And look where your progress has got you. You've had that chance multiple times for tonight. And judging by your demeanor, you've had multiple times throughout your life to fix that chance. I question the choices that God brought you here. Will you please hand over the box?
Shuffle. Box out. Yeah,
Jonah, Daydeer, and Doug. Could I have a perception roll, please?
What roll?
Perception.
Perception.
Did you know? I was about to take that question because I changed it.
Oh no.
Frick. Wow.
One second.
Very tired. Very sleepy.
There you go.
There we go.
Do you go AFK?
Jonah.
Oh, sorry.
You're
Oh,
literally
shoot.
the only hope. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. So Jonah sees it.
Okay.
So as this conversation is happening inside, this woman has not been moving at all.
Yeah, is she an illusion?
No, she's definitely real.
Okay.
But like as you're like discussing between you, or whatever it is you're currently doing at this point, Jonah, you catch sight just in the corner of the building of a little vine just weaving its way up the wall.
Oh no.
Then,
A vine. Yes, like someone we know.
and then, suddenly, just literally out of nowhere, the vine is gone, Jonah. And Shalfel, the box is no longer on the table.
Huh?
And the three people in the room with you, they look at it and they saw you put it on the table, and then suddenly it's gone. And Amithiel's eyes like narrow, and she looks at the table and she looks at you. What did you do?
I'm not sure. I tried to tell you.
Where is it?
She'll kind of shrug her shoulders and go, your guess is as good as mine, unfortunately, here.
She's gonna look at the tiefling who's like gonna stare at you intently for a minute, and then she'll just nod. Fine. Then, since you no longer have the box, you're free to go.
She'll kind of nod quietly and get up and start marching out.
Be warned, Shafel. Should we find this was some trickery on your part, the justice will catch up to you eventually.
It is swift enough, perhaps. She'll just step out.
Yes, queen. Oh, Shafel?
Oh.
Oh, they left you go?
Oh, see, I told you she'd be fine.
You okay?
Fine is a very strange term for me right now. Say probably opposite of fine. Be in that spectrum of things. We're going to fast walk, though, and as we leave. She
Right,
just kind of speed walks past you guys and like goes forward as if you're gonna.
Well, let's go
Yeah,
back home, hey?
Yeah, I think that's wise.
Okay.
Did they, on the way, did they search you or anything? Or what did they want? They said, I mean, they searched the house. They were looking for something you had, apparently.
Yes, they wanted my box.
Oh,
Your box? Oh.
they took it?
They tried.
What does that mean?
I don't know where it is now.
What?
Something
that is-
happened, and it's gone. It went somewhere. I need to get that box back so that I can somehow get that guy's brother back.
That guy's brother? What?
What do you mean?
You're thinking?
She is saying this very quickly in her head, by the way. I heard the telepathy thing happened. Can I? Actually, we were
Oh,
separated.
No, I think it's
not
just
yet.
between me
Yeah.
and
That's right.
yeah.
Dadia, can you link us up, or is that too late?
Let me attempt my best. Can I?
Sorry.
I don't think I can.
We're
No.
adding people into the call.
It's once per short rest or something.
Choose. Yeah, once per long rest. Choose any number of allies you can see.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Can see me. That's right. So yeah, she's
Yeah.
saying
Like,
this
you
in the
couldn't see
lowest
at the
whisper
time.
she can. Then trying to fast walk everybody with.
Here, if we need to talk in private, we'll just go visit our wizard friend, and we'll be in private there.
Yes. I hope they didn't put anything in the house to listen to us. So, I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure. No, I'm not sure. That's the problem. I'm not sure. I wouldn't put it past them though.
I wouldn't either. Clearly not. Person who actually died today. Maybe one. Maybe one of them was. But nonetheless, they seem fixated on the box itself.
Well, but Shalfel, I think might have been Morgan.
That must have been it. She kind of like stops and like snaps.
Quiet.
She's like that must have been it. That's the only thing that can explain.
We'll talk about it somewhere else.
Yes, yes. So, she's kind of been holding everything in now. It's all like, oh damn. First. She's like,
Don't worry, Dove. I'm always confused.
I don't like this feeling.
We'll talk about it later, but when it's relevant. But right now, all that matters is that, well, they let you go. They left. Yeah, they left you go, so that's good.
So where should we go then if this potentially isn't a safe place to talk? Do we go straight to
Well, we can talk, just probably can't really talk in the house about what happened.
I know
Well-
exactly what we should talk about.
Yes, we have plenty of things to talk about. Hopefully. But Shafel, they didn't tell you anything about the attack? Like, do they know anything?
no. I got nothing out of them for that. At all. Wild man.
All right. I mean, we've spent 2 weeks without nothing. Well, no death happening, so I guess it was just a matter of time.
Really gotta remember to not touch till I'm moving.
Well, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Try not to get arrested or blowing something up. Deal.
Fair.
I think she actually, because she chose the one night to not freaking be sentry, she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be sentry now." This is stupid.
I would like to. Oh, jeez.
Santos.
I'd like to find the couch closest to the front door that we walk through and
Okay.
pass out on it.
Sure.
There are at least 5 or 6 couches in this house, so there's
At
choices.
least.
Couches.
And then you guys can just get the rest of your long rest in.
Oh, I gotta work tomorrow. All right.
Jonah has a job now.
Damn
I've
it.
always had a job.
Just gonna go play at the bar.
Yes. There you go.
Righty.
So yeah, what are you guys doing today?
Oh, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
I feel so light. Like,
You're
Those
not wearing your armor, that's why.
oh no, I'm still wearing it from last night. I passed out on your couch.
Good.
I got suited up in case we had to rescue Shalfel and you. Oh, it feels so nice to have gotten so much work done after so long.
I can imagine.
I'm sure it's been months since
Oh,
you
yeah.
haven't seen the color of a forge.
I know. Actually, I don't think it had even been that long. It'd been maybe a month at that point, hadn't it? Anyway.
It's been more than that.
Has it? I don't know
I mean-
anymore.
Been playing for a while.
That sounds oddly meta. Anyway,
Anyways,
Remember?
should we head towards our wizard friends and do the conversationing there?
Shalfel's sitting with her, has been sitting with her head, tiny green book that's one of hers, you can tell. She perks up when you say that. Says, yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Nope,
What?
don't forget your new staff.
what are your plans there? Just so I can see if I will have the time to train.
I mean, I assume it was just for us to have privacy to talk about
Oh, wow.
the puzzle box.
Well, I'm planning on picking up one of the books because everybody had their fun with them except me. So
Yeah, I was trying to read a book as well, actually, now that I think about it. I don't remember what it was called.
Uh-oh.
Beans.
You only have. You're in the middle of Victoriously about to read.
Okay, yeah, I definitely would try and finish that one.
I forgot that's what it was called.
Same.
You get a few more pages through that.
Nice.
That's gonna be so funny. All right.
all right. Well, teleportation isn't illegal, but we should go in the backyard for it still.
Copy that.
Okay.
Just
Shalfel's
don't-
just gonna
don't
march
draw
in
it.
the backyard.
Don't draw it over the flowers, please. She won't. She'll be mad about it if you do.
I would never.
I know.
She'll find some
It's been a while
gravel
since we've
for
seen
dirt.
Derlin. Whoa.
Alrighty, Rudy. And in one Davia yawn, you are at Merlin's place. Again.
Yep.
Pardon the intrusion.
Nope.
Alright.
Hi.
Greetings.
Hey. Been a while.
It has.
I forgot we used to come see you every 2 or 3 days. So yes, it's been a while.
Just a
Yeah,
regular.
I was just thinking about putting my rent prices up.
Oh, I'm sure you did. And the how are you? How are businesses? How's the place? Anything new?
No, nothing new. I do live in my own pocket dimension, but nobody else can get into. So
Oh, interesting.
It helps.
No visitors too. I mean, other than us.
just you guys occasionally. Morgan when she's not busy running around.
Oh yes, Morgan. Well, about that. Just because I forgot to ask the question. One of the vines. Well, the vine I saw. Did it look like it was one of Morgan's vine?
Yes.
Yes, right. Well, by the way, Morgan, we haven't seen her, but just yesterday, well, something happened. There was another attack in Mist Harbor, and well, they wrongfully arrested Sharfell because they detected a morsel of magic, which led to her precious box. And while they were interrogating her, Morgan stole it, the box. I think, at least.
That sounds about right.
That's what I thought too. Well, anyways, that's none of your business, but.
Nerd.
No, I mean, that's not your problem, is what I meant. But
It can be
Just-
your business if you so desire, but
it can be a business if you so desire, but I have a feeling you've had a lot of that kind of stuff with us, and I know you guys have a, well, complicated relationship. So,
We need to know where she is, or speak with her as soon as possible. I don't even fix when it's done. She can have it, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I don't really know how to find her most of the time. But if she's taken an interest in you, she's probably not listening, but making herself available. Just call out to her. See if she turns up.
seem to be able to do that to many people. Well, is here a good place to do that?
He's gonna kind of glance around the room. Yeah. Yeah, should be fine.
If you're
We can
alright
go-
with that.
We can go use the entrance if you need us to.
No, don't worry about it. It's all construction-y in there now.
No, fair.
Oh, yeah. Oops. Okay. I mean, yeah, if this is if this is a good place, then I guess we can call whenever you guys are ready.
oh, right now?
I mean, why not? Was there anything else that we wanted to do beforehand?
We can wait. If we call her, will she arrive here, or do we need to go back to her place again?
Oh, that's completely up to her.
Maybe she'll open a portal
'Cause-
for us so we can join her.
It's just the last time we went to her place, we spent about 25 minutes getting our butts handed to us, and
Nope.
with
was
stupid
Merlin's place.
riddles and.
Yeah,
Hmm?
I'll like point at Merlin and be like, "Yeah, that was his place. She was staying there."
Yes, but she was staying there.
Yeah, but I doubt. that
Isn't she
she's
now?
staying there.
She's not at my place now.
Oh, all right.
If she was there, I could tell you. I have no idea where she is.
Shuffle's already
Oh.
sitting cross-legged on the ground, trying to call to her in any fashion.
Oh, in that case, yeah, no, then she is immediately going to show up. Where is the token?
Well, I don't mind if we have to go to her place, but if we have to go through, oh, there she is.
Ah.
And she's gonna she'll like spawn in front, like in the same position you're in, like legs crossed in front of you. But she's gonna kind of lean right in next to you, Shalfell. Well, getting caught was not very smart, was it?
Shuffle's gonna kind of like drop her head and go, "No, very."
I
So
don't
it was
mean
you,
to
huh?
intrude. Yeah, but I will look at Shalfel. And I don't have an expression, but you can feel that I'm slightly disappointed.
Oh,
Can't see it, but it's there.
She's not even mad. She's just disappointed.
Yeah, I guess you could hear it in like the metallic voice as I'm like
Sad mechanically clicking.
Let's be like, were you actually in hand with the death of that man's brother? I'm not mad. I'm just asking.
Directly, but I think that the box was, or the
What?
power that was released from it might have been the cause, based on the way the responding.
So you did not mean for this to happen, but by tinkering with the box, something did happen.
I know this now. I've only seen this before. It was completely out of my hand this time.
Wait,
I'm older.
what?
More
Your
things
shoulders
are
gonna
possible.
relax.
Something new about this. With the box, or maybe I can use it to figure out. I'm certainly not tinkering with it too much. Moving forward?
Wait, Shafel, this is true? This is the box that caused the explosion?
I think where it caused a one big event nearby.
And then that just so happened to manifest in someone who wasn't.
That's what perplexes me.
So,
Okay.
I can
So you-
provide a little bit of enlightenment on this topic now.
Please do.
So you've had the box.
Well, I've been studying its effects a lot longer. And she's going to very pointedly look at you, Shalfel. She did say she wanted to study you. It's not a secret.
Oh.
She'll present an illusion of the box, rather than the actual thing. Don't worry, it's safe, and I will return it to you as soon as you're out of Mist Harbor. Right now, it's not safe for you to get the box back.
No.
However,
I had the scent, no.
the box does need to remain in your hands. But first, what it does. Well, what its final goal is going to be, I don't know. I don't think anybody but the creator of the box knows what the final goal is. But each stage of it has done the same thing so far. It releases a source of pure wild magic energy that needs a home, a receptacle of sorts. The first time, Shalfel, it chose you. It was the first release, so it was smaller, more muted. It only required one person. Now, the box has traveled with you, it's grown with you, and it has absorbed a lot of your own growth. So, when you released the second wave, the wild magic sought a home in multiple people. It manifested in those who don't have the training, they don't have the control, they don't have the experience dealing with magic every day. It simply overwrote their affinity. in some cases, that has been a benign and an unknown side effect. It just so happens, in one individual, it presented as a explosive mistake. I surmise that every time you get closer to solving the box, your powers will grow, but so will the powers of the box itself.
This means a lot of things. And she just kind of like puts her head in her hands for a second and closes her eyes. Process.
I need to know, if you can recall, where did you get the box?
She's gonna kind of like squint. Oh, it was given to me by. But they're the reason I travel as much as I do. They never told me where it was from. They just gifted it. Said they felt something I tinker with. And they did. She's like rubbing her temples, like.
Could you think really hard about them? Anything that you can remember?
It was a of mine. Traveled far. Have to really look to recall. Very young. Almost everyone. Tinkering. She's gonna kind of like reach into her robes after some of her notebooks, like looking through them. They look really, really old compared to the other ones that she usually has. Probably the one she.
You have a character sheet in your personal tab.
Oh.
But yeah, Morgan will ask you to focus very hard on what they look like,
Alright.
so she can present an illusion.
So she'll call to mind.
It is in the NPCs.
There we go.
Shafel.
Yes.
Question mark.
Got it. It there. Had to keep scrolling.
Yep.
Come here. Should I pull the picture? Oh, that's roll 20 fighting me. There we go.
Yep.
Aha.
With you thinking about that, and with the illusion going up,
Son of
What?
Oh no.
shell fell.
Oops.
and
Wait a second.
hey, do you need to roll that history check, Jonah?
No. So she made this illusion in her head. Okay. Wait a
You guys have seen this before. Like, I think you've even done it. Like, you create the illusion of the memory
yeah.
of somebody else's memory. I think it's how you saw the Fathom feed the first time.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So you have seen this before. But yeah, this is the face.
Nice.
Shalfel's distant relative.
Garfel.
He's the man who gave me my box. Well, sold it to me, but
Seems to have a habit.
Oh, okay.
This is.
well, Dahlia, you know him too? What?
That's. Am I the only one here who knows his name?
No. Go on.
You know him too. What's his name? Dov, do you know him too? What is happening?
That's.
That's goddamn Lorindor!
Yeah. I was like, it's kind of awkward. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my creator.
What?
That's
What? Why did you? What? You
This
never
is
showed me
very-
what Loendo looked like. That could have been helpful.
I never thought to.
No, I mean Dahlia. I mean he's
Oh.
he's basically known him, and
Well,
you Dov too, actually.
I quit.
I knew him, a little differently, but
I'm waiting the
that's,
time for one who used to be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is what he looked like.
yeah. It's the funniest thing that we've never really spoken about because we always are just like, oh yeah, Lorendor. We know about that name loosely.
Have we all had him in our personal
Yes.
freaking folders?
Yes.
Yes.
It was weird because for me it was like just I never
Some
really.
dude.
Yeah, it was just like the guy who gave me the box. I never specified well what my box came from. But then he was like, okay, you have this guy, and he's the one who sold you your box. I was like, okay, sure, whatever. Wait, but Shafel,
No.
who's Lauren to you? You said he was your relative?
Yeah, he would come by on holiday sometimes. I think he was
But on
his brother.
your
Have a whole
uncle,
lot of
Lorendo is your uncle.
Easy, but he does look very familiar. Yeah, that's him, I suppose. We're really
I'm just gonna point
connected.
him
Didn't
like,
know?
He was
I
named Nindral first, but all right.
possibly
Lorendo,
did
yeah.
on some level, but I never really attached him
What'd
to
you
the books I read.
Oh, that gif.
Aren't very many pictures of him.
Oh my gosh.
My God.
All right. So, from personal experience, anything tied to Lorindor has very strange and complicated things to deal with, and potentially very scary. We need to deal with this box.
And we are all
Which
completely
one?
somehow coincidentally connected.
Yes, Jonah.
I've been talking to this box, well, most of my free time. Well, not most of my
You've been
free time,
talking
but
to
I've
it?
been
Really?
talking. Well, yes.
Is
It's
that
supposed-
normal?
I mean, it's okay. I felt very lonely, okay, and then it just became a habit.
If it makes you feel better, Jonah, I sing whenever I'm using the hammer.
Really?
Yeah, whenever I forge, have you not heard my terrible screeching
Except when I'm around,
voice?
apparently.
Yeah, and how often have you visited me at the fort? Sorry, not the time.
All right. Dev's gonna like put her hands up for a second and be like, okay, all these quote unquote gifts are given from a very intense creator man person. I don't know if now using these items are safe.
Hit me with it.
He technically should be dead because of the explosion.
Still don't believe it.
I doubt it.
Well, he was alive when he sold. No, I mean, he was always kind of a blur whether he was alive or not. But let's be honest,
Ah.
considering how powerful he is.
Wait,
Who said that?
wait.
No, but
I.
Hold on.
Unfortunately.
These items might not be safe. We shouldn't be using them. So shut down.
No, literally.
Wow.
I was like literally, Dove was like slowly deducing that like everyone got something for Lorenda, and she's like, I am it. Oh shit.
It is me.
I
I am the
didn't
thing.
think- Oh, yeah.
I would
This
like to
is-
point something out.
Yes.
Jonah, you said you were given your box directly by him.
I mean, yeah, I remember it was.
Yeah, he was supposed to have
a
died like
flea
50
market.
some years ago.
Yes,
Yeah,
and he sold me the box about
Okay, well, he's alive. then.
4 years ago. Yes, he's alive. He's
That
definitely
makes sense.
alive.
Called it. I called it.
We
Well,
all called it.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
so
shit.
so this is Lorender, and he gave us all a few stuff. Well, he knows almost everything about us. I'll be honest. I basically use this box as my own diary. So
That's terrifying. Oh Lord.
I mean, is this bad? I thought he was like, well, I know he blew up the sun, but he's he's just a guy, right? In the end,
He's not just a guy. He's okay.
Here, let's go back to the original topic, Shelfel's box. We'll deal with the whole Lorender issue when it becomes an issue. What do we do, Shelfel, please? What do we do with your box?
well, we're not keeping it. I mean, if we open it, someone else is going to die. I didn't know. I didn't know the explosion and the box were really related. That's horrible. I mean, we can't keep that.
Oh, but she has to.
Why?
I'll second that.
Well-
Why?
She was given it for a reason.
A good reason or a bad reason? We don't know.
To blow
That man
people up?
Was theoretically not. She keeps stuttering. And she's like, I don't know how to describe him.
Let's think about it this way. So far, the two explosions, they have only been lethal because Shafel was unaware of what was happening. Shafel knows now. So it's not like the box will cause any more issues. At least not from the like random explosions happening.
So you're saying we can guarantee that those explosions that have been taking innocent lives will no longer happen?
No, they'll still happen. You can just control who's affected. For example, all three of you were in the house with her, and you were not affected by it. It needs people who haven't trained their magic at all. It needs people who are still fresh slates. You are all filled up with too much power, basically. You can't naturally hold any more.
So what? So we have to choose someone to be blown up?
No, you just do it where there's no one around.
Oh,
It's still just raw magical energy. It will dissipate
And-
into the world.
So it's within proximity that we need to think about.
Yes.
well, what's the radius so we can write it down really quick?
Yeah, do we know that radius?
I would say take the radius from your house to the house that was affected. And assume it will get bigger each time.
Oh, the deeper we get.
This is Merlin said this was his little pocket plane, right?
I don't like where this is going, Dave.
Well,
I mean, he's right. There's no
I
one
mean,
who's not
everybody's
filled with magic.
powerful enough; it won't affect anyone.
However, it will collapse my pocket dimension, and I do
Oh.
kind of live here.
Sorry, it was worth a try.
Oh,
Let's
it will.
not work on. Hey, can't we go back to that plane where there wasn't really anything? The the multiple that were.
Savis Magna. We copied the map, but I don't think we can go there. Wait, right? Because we made a copy of it.
Yeah,
I
I
have
thought
no idea.
You gave the copy away.
Oh, we
we
have
didn't make another
nothing.
copy. How many copies did we not?
Yeah, we'd given it the copy that we had to Ayun.
Yeah, you
Yes.
gave the original back to the devil guy, and
Ah,
then you gave the copy you made to Ayun
Damn it.
so that she could tell you where the temple was.
Oh, yeah.
We could
Well, how?
ask the devils to let us make another copy of it.
Why would they give us that?
Well,
We should have thought of this before.
they are comrades of ours. I don't see why they would.
And if
Well-
nothing else, we can try to pay for it somehow.
Yeah. No
you
promises
think-
or trades, please. Let's just try and use hard barter.
Don't you think we would have better luck with Ayun than little devils? I mean, I know they've been protecting us, but that's only because they were asked to.
True. She might be able to just send us there anyway. So
And
She's
she
one you-
lives.
I thought
Yep,
that they
sorry.
were a little bit. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's good. And chat. I think you offended someone.
normal.
I guess we can try Ayun, because I mean, theoretically, we should be able to commune with her in the other room, correct?
True.
But Morgan, you don't have any idea how big the radius would. Oh, sorry, I think I'm cutting out.
No, you're fine. Keep
No,
going.
you're good. I thought I heard
Okay.
Shalfel start to say something, but maybe I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. Nothing.
I'm breathing. Sorry.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Oh yeah, you're fine. What was I gonna say? I forgot.
All right. You were asking Morgan how big the radius was going to get?
Oh yes, yes.
Well, it would have started off fairly small, affecting only Shalfal the first time, and then maybe about 30, 60 feet the second time. The two options are it will be about 100 feet, or it'll be about 300 feet.
I trust the experts. All right, 300. Let's go with 300 feet. Which well, that's doable.
Just got nowhere really for that.
But I have a question. What's even if we manage, if Shafar manages to open it, what's the, is there a reward at the end of, explosions?
I
Or
don't
are
know.
we just doing this cause?
Doing it for the thrill of the adventure.
And for Shalfel.
That is the Shalfel way.
I mean, it's from Lorendo, so what says this will not cause, well, the planet to blow up instead of the sun? I mean, this would be a good joke.
That's not something I want to think about.
To be fair, the thing that blew up the sun was a massive tower, like legitimately bigger than the entirety of Mist Harbor, shooting up into the sky. And all the power it held. I'd be impressed if that little box held just as much.
I wouldn't be surprised if it came from him.
Don't say that.
Are you surprised?
I don't want to be.
All right, so we can keep opening the box, and Shafel can keep opening the box. Definitely not touching that. Dove could blow up anything.
I don't want to be a bomb. Oh shit!
She
All
blew
right.
up my heart.
Shit.
Anywho,
Either way, if Shelfel would like to finish it, I will support her and stand next to her while she does it. Out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, all right, one step at a time. Before we start thinking about exploding things in such a unique way. We want to try and find somewhere where we can properly work on this box, correct? And also, follow-up question, how long in theory does it take to get through these layers?
This is only the second layer, and it took like 62.
The fact you have to bring up your age is not great. I was hoping you were going to say if it's Tuesday now, then maybe. But age-wise,
guess I won't be around, but
nonsense. you'll probably still be around. All right, so this box sounds like it's going to take some time. There's no way to expedite it safely, and I'm also going to be like addressing like Morgan and stuff during my questions.
It's definitely been well over 20 years. She finally does the math.
The good news is the box seems to respond to your growth as well. So the longer you travel with it, the more it will become a part of you, and the easier it should be to open.
Just hoping, especially now that I know how the surge works.
Were you able to tell that it was about to unlock to the next part? Like, was there any telltale signs that we could keep in mind?
Really? I mean, it does shift, but it like clicks into place, so it's sort of a... I was honestly surprised it even happened. I kind of just picked it up observationally that time, without thinking. Fortunately, don't know exactly how I triggered it either. And she's kind of like really scratching her brain, like physically.
I'll gesture to Morgan and I'll be like, well, she was saying that it feeds off of your growth, so maybe if you haven't touched it in a while, like it.
Do try not
from you?
Do try not to touch it in general because of the knowledge on the danger with the magic surge, but we had time for the first time in forever. And I just felt like I could make progress for some reason, and I guess I know. Yes, I could. Didn't expect to, though, by any means. It's supposed to be just kind of my usual scan-overs of it. I really don't touch it very often. With my own hands, I guess.
still, someone died.
Touch it very often.
It is hard for the fact that that happened, and that we need to, I guess, be careful of Mist Harbor since they're looking at you.
Their awareness of the box is the thing that scares me most, to be honest.
Understandable. What would they even know about the box? Did they act like they knew what exactly it was, or that they just realized that that was the source of it?
I think they knew that that was the source, but the fixation with which they were going after it signals to me they may have a bit more information. That's just a theory.
It's a little bit scary, but go on.
It was the elf in the room. She was effectively detecting thoughts.
Oh, makes sense.
I thought so.
It was a slightly enhanced version of it. It was quite beautiful, actually. But unfortunately, yes, they were using that to, I suppose, see the answers, the real answers, before you even thought them.
Wow.
Find that methodology.
We didn't have much answers.
Hmm.
Well, as it seemed, as a result, Sheffield had all of the answers.
Hmm.
But they were suspicious. Unfortunately, for a fairly valid reason.
I don't do well with authority.
Fair.
No kidding.
Seems
So,
to get in the way of.
so you need to be very careful with this box starting from now
Oh, of course.
on. And we've all met Lorenda.
Apparently, that makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
How is
She's kind
uh,
of.
well, Dove and Dadir especially?
What?
I mean, like I said, Nendril made me, so this is very strange.
What have you been calling him, by the
Or
way?
Lurinder. I knew him something as different, and the crazier he got, it was a new name. So apologies, Lorendor.
Oh.
There's always Uncle Laura.
That's
Together?
so unsettling. I was created by your uncle, by your great uncle.
It was pretty alright, Uncle.
Wait. If you were made by Lorindor and Lorindor is Shalfel's uncle,
No.
are you technically Lorindor's daughter and therefore you two are cousins?
That's
going to
right.
I'm gonna look at Shafel and be like,
Now
I
that you
guess.
say it, I see the resemblance with green.
Oh yeah, like the emerald embedded in the chest and the green eyes. Like I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but in a way, I don't remember. And tell me if I'm wrong, Dan, but I'll be like, I don't remember having to protect any family of Lorendor's. I just was there to protect him.
There probably wasn't much family left.
I was gonna say, like, how old is Dove?
Well, Soul Dove, or you mean Melicott Dove?
Melicott.
Melicott Dove is like 147.
Yeah, so you're almost like twice as old as Shafel.
Yeah.
Older cousin.
So you don't have like there's no like second layer to that programming.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's why she's like, I don't think did no, it's just him.
That's and you, Daddy. I mean, he threw this this hammer at you.
Yeah.
But before that, you knew each other, or was it just the hammer throw?
No, he did. Story time with Dadir.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
This was before the rise of the tower, before he like constructed the tower right next to my damn village. He had broken into the tool shed at the forge I was apprenticing at. He was rummaging through stuff, and then he threw the hammer at me, and then he disappeared. And then several years later, I recognized him on a wanted poster because he had built the big F off tower right next door, and there were literal armies coming for him. and then the sun blew up.
All right, so rather brief interaction.
Oh
but
yeah,
nonetheless
literally,
important.
entire thing. He assaulted me with the hammer.
Sorry to hear that. I
For
kinda
some
forgot
reason, I
that
always
that's exactly
pictured
how
a
you got your hammer.
battle.
No, just straight assault, apparently.
I know.
No, it's perfect.
Oh my gosh.
So you just walked in on him burgling.
I mean, that's what I assumed he was doing. I was a child.
Well, he's still around. I mean, we knew he was the one who stole our things. Well, Schaffer's boxes, Schaffer boxes, your
You think-
hammer, my box. I guess, what did he? He didn't steal anything from you, Dov. I guess he already knew you.
I mean,
Stuff.
I was created by him. I don't think there was anything that he needed to give me. It
Unless
just-
he was working with Elia the whole time.
Yes.
She's honestly going to kind of just stare emptily, like, towards you guys. Like, I'll be entirely honest. I'm a little bit afraid knowing that he's not dead. But that's just how it's going to be, because we haven't seen him. So until we see him, I'm going to pretend that that's not the case and move on.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, is this that bad?
It's not good.
Definitely good discovery.
I mean, I'm more surprised by. I mean, we knew he was alive because he's the one who stole our stuff. What I find worrying is that we've all met him without knowing it. Somehow,
Yes.
does everybody know Lorender? Was that?
Well, I mean, he used to be a really good-intentioned man until he started getting crazy and then building that giant tower.
Tower.
Well, should we try to meet him somehow?
God,
Have we
Oh.
tried before?
God, no, please don't. I do.
please. One thing at a time.
I don't know if I'm ready for family reunion just yet.
I mean, I'm sure Morgan would like to meet him.
For sure, bro.
Oh
Shit!
Oh!
Just kidding. Just kidding. We can do family stuff or we can move forward. That's all I'm saying.
Beautiful.
You made me stand up.
So this.
God damn.
Oh, man.
I'm about to end the
Also
session.
me
now.
Was that repayment for Jonah accidentally talking too much to the cops? Damn!
Schaffer?
Feeling a little prickly
This
today.
line of the campaign.
I wasn't ready for that.
Damn!
I'm never gonna recover from that. Nothing will ever top that moment.
Wasn't even direct to any of us but Jonah. Still reeling.
Alright, Schaffer, you can keep your box. Just calm down.
Oh my gosh.
Just like I've been through a lot today.
That fucking killed me. No, you you've definitely been through a lot. It's evident.
Oh, dear lord. Okay, so we just need to be in safe places whenever Shellfellow tries to unlock the box from now on. After we've gone through a period of extensive growth, is what I'm understanding.
Yes. It sounds like it. And maybe avoid touching it, so should we wrap it in a safe cloth?
She'll kind of reach her like hands in her pocket and pull out like a set of black silk gloves. She's like, I typically don't touch it.
Fair.
So I guess when you finally did, maybe it just set it off then.
I suppose. Just felt like I. In the moment. Strange. It was like an impulsive thing almost. It's not like. Kind of like. There's something.
True. So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I for one am very excited.
That feeling is not mutual.
Makes sense now, though.
Which part?
Chafel's search for knowledge, desire to gather information. Very familiar.
Oh,
That was how
weird.
Lorenzo was until the end. According to
He's not
stories,
the
anyway.
Yeah. No, he got pretty off kilter near the end.
Oh joy. Is that what I have to look forward to?
I'm
like
sure
I'm
as long as you. Well, just keep saying people around you. I'll tell you right now, it was mainly me and him. So, you know.
Sure.
Keep see. Okay.
It's the most like I remember, at least. It's still really dodgy, but. No! Quit pointing me towards the sun! Stop!
The
No,
power.
no!
It's okay, just keep people around you. It's just me and him.
It was just me and him. It was weird. It's a weird coincidence. Just don't do that. I'm helping you not feed into your ancestry, okay? I can actually do that to you. Like, well, your uncle.
Ooh.
What the hell
Oh,
is
yeah,
this?
uncle.
Oh my gosh. We're like, oh, you're
no.
acting like your uncle again. Be careful.
Right.
Say uncle?
Oh, Lord.
No, but what have you done?
The excellent.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh, he's dead.
So, Jonah, if those two are related, we need to figure out how the two of us are related then.
Are
The
you my
next
dad?
mission.
No, but I am technically
I'm kidding. I'm
of
kidding.
a
You're-
Fey lineage.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what?
You
Dear.
Yeah, I'm going back to his joke.
Yep.
It's right.
Full circle.
It's been a while.
Was this
Full
foreshadowing?
circle. Oh my gosh.
We did have the. I don't have a dad.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh god.
Jonah, do you want to be my son?
Oh wow. Oh, this is a tough subject, dear.
Good, because I was
I
going to say
was
no
gonna
anyway.
say, what about Jonah's mom?
I didn't say no. We're not talking about my family when this conversation started.
True. He'd be entering my family, not me entering his.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Where's the track? How do we get back on it? I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh, so entering my family. What the hell? Considering my only family is my mom, you'll be entering my. Oh, anyway.
Hey,
Oh my heavens.
I'm already married. Not into that.
Oh yeah, that makes everything so much easier.
Indeed.
Okay, where the hell are we?
No, Mom, no.
Well, at least I know what's going on now.
This is just, yeah, we lost track. Anyway,
Oh,
Lorendor.
We all have something for Lorendor, in a way. You need to be careful with the box, in a way.
oh Lord. Should we
Mhm.
oh. Okay, so clearly we've sat in one place for too long.
It was nice.
Was-
Did we find Alabaster? In the
Well-
2 weeks that we were like, no, because I guess we stayed over on this side of the continent, huh?
Yeah, the problem with that is you have to actually find Clawfang to get him back.
And we
Yeah.
do know that Clawfang is down in the hells, right?
Last
least
you
last
heard,
time-
yeah.
Yeah, one of the devils heard. But if he's back to normal,
He's
then
freed. Yeah.
yeah, wouldn't he be back to what was that, Chronoshop? Where was that?
That is
Yeah,
where
Chronos
we
Trap,
originally
yeah.
met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe we should go back there as a start, get somewhere, because right now, if we're not trying to open the box, because apparently it takes a really long time and it might explode someone, should we try and find that and then take our next route? Because right now, Shalfel, you're kind of wanted right now, right?
Probably. I'm probably still a person of suspicion. They want the box probably more than me, but they are going to probably definitely be looking for me.
They most definitely are.
Yeah, they
They've
thought I
been
did
studying this teleportation circle for the last few minutes.
Oh.
that.
Well, that's good.
Morgan, I'm going to kill you.
Shouldn't we have closed it by now then?
Well,
So
I
we could
gave
be
you
here in a
plenty of
minute?
time.
What?
No.
We should go.
Should have left Snowfall
Do it.
behind.
She's right. She warned me just in time to stop it.
Oh.
They do have the circle now. But, so it won't work anymore.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, I
Unless
guess
you
we're not
really
going back to
didn't.
Mist Harbor.
Is our stuff still there?
I packed all
I
my
assumed we
stuff.
grabbed our
Yes.
Yeah, we had a full night to get ready, right? And be ready to.
Yeah, I assume that you keep your stuff on you and stuff like this.
Especially if we were like leaving into a portal, right?
Of course.
So, you sure we can't come back?
Not until I
just
get
at
a new
least-
teleportation circle.
Apologies.
No,
Is
it's
it-
fine. It's not like I use it. It's literally only stopping you guys from coming here.
Well, how long does it take to make a new teleportation circle?
Permanent one? A year.
What about a
Oof.
temporary one?
Temporary ones will be fine, yeah, but you'll have no way of getting them from me.
That's the hard part.
That's where I come in.
What, we're gonna
Morgan's
sit
gonna kind
here?
of look around. I'll deliver the temporary circles. I need an excuse to stay around anyway. And I could just be honest and say it's a monitor Shalfel's progress. But where's the fun in that?
I mean,
That's why you waited.
Hmm.
You wanted them to get the circle so that we could eat. You're a bitch. Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, I am.
Oh. All right. Well, all right. Family
At,
stuff. Got it.
at least she admits it.
Okay.
Clearly, we are disturbing something.
Somebody plays their cards well.
Many thanks. So, where would you like to go first? This Chrono Shatter?
I guess.
I can drop you there, give you the box back. and then just be around.
Cool.
Hmm.
We can
Be good.
get.
Mhm.
I think we're going to say the exact same thing, Dove.
Go on.
We can get our horse.
Mhm.
Yes.
Finally.
Master.
Oh, it's been so long.
It has been. Oh my gosh.
I
Imagine.
forgot to make him some new hoof things.
You can't show up empty-handed.
Horseshoes.
You can use my crystal to make him something fancy if you want. I have an extra.
If I'm not mistaken, I still
Perfect.
have like scraps from the Electro Robo Man because I don't think you took it from me.
Oh.
Chalk will say, by the way, dude, I love my staff. It's fantastic.
yes.
Wonderful craftsmanship. I haven't had the time
You're
to
welcome.
react.
What does it actually do? I finished it without getting a chance to test it and make sure it worked properly.
I have to go ahead and identify that at some point.
This might be a learning experience, another learning experience. I guess I just need to be left in a place that can be destroyed long enough to get all this stuff together.
Oh, at the very least, the staff shouldn't be do anything dangerous to yourself or anyone you're not targeting.
Oh, is that an option?
Yes.
This is perfect.
I'll have to share with you guys at some point the potions that I think will be helpful over time. I have to remember to do
Ooh.
that. It's a long list.
Oh.
Really long.
Dove was very busy.
Is is that what you were doing when I locked myself up
Yes.
in the forge? Oh,
Oh, that's great.
I'm excited
Yeah,
to see.
wanted to try to be a little bit more useful in the terms of support if I was stuck with certain situations, like not being able to heal people. I don't even know what to do with all of this. Is there a way to just like have that be seen by everyone, Nova?
Yes.
Okay. There's so many that says when drunk.
Yeah.
That's not worrying at all.
No, but it's like it's the wording because at first I had to keep rereading it, being like, so if you're drunk, it fortifies. I'm like, oh, when you drink the potion, got it. Like, that's what I kept doing when I was rereading this shit.
Oh, it's just past tense. There's no.
Yeah, exactly. Because it says if drunk, any healing done to the drinker is doubled. So it's like, well, wait, that's all specific.
We're all gonna have to be drunk the whole time to get through this. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Opposite
also
effect
got
of
into brewing.
That's doable.
Right. Got a mead supply now.
Yeah, so I guess if any of those
Oh,
pique your guys' interests, then you know.
It's amazing. It's a lot of potions.
I said the heroism one is really good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it.
I'm trying to remember what heroism actually does. I think it's useful.
It's a frightened and then temporary hit points equal to spell casting modifier at the start of the turn.
Tis nice.
I think.
For whenever drinking, you gain temporary hit points that lasts for an hour. You're under the effect of bless spell. The potion is different from the spell itself.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, so it is.
Jeez. All I did was make a. Oh. Goodbye, Jonah.
Oh.
We shall miss your existence.
Oh, I see.
You marry his mom.
Hmm?
Quick, marry his mom.
Quick.
Oh, true. I guess
Officiate.
he did say BRB, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Just read through these. Become a cloud of mist and reduce your age.
Yep.
Listen, I was really just mixing stuff. You guys remember, like, for reals, like in what was it, Skyrim we were talking about, where you have to keep like putting potions together and like ingredients, and then it's just like, oh, it made this, oh,
Right.
it fizzled out, oh, it did this, but then you found out that this ingredient also does. Yeah.
What
Lot.
happens? Dove, what happens if you apply this rejuvenating one to yourself?
I mean, I'll most likely lose some of the slightly grown wood, or
Oh,
maybe the metal. I'm not sure. I didn't really think about using it on myself.
fair enough. I was just curious.
I do age, but I don't age.
Resist, put movement speed. Oh, okay. Clip points. I did make. Yeah, you did all this. All I did was make three things. You made a lot more.
Well, these are all small, minor things that I was able to start building into other things once learning about the one ingredient. You had to actually forge from start to finish 3 items, which is really good in 2 weeks.
Wait till you see what the staff does.
I am quite curious.
Had a lot of fun with that one.
Would I have attuned? I assume the stuff I made for me, I have to attune to. Would I have done that after I'd made them?
The shield you would definitely have to attune to. Hammer, probably not.
Oh, it uses charges, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Welcome back.
back.
Welcome back.
Climb speed.
Thanks.
Poison damage becomes non-lethal and only incapacitates. Some of these are so random, Dove.
Like I said, testing stuff.
The all damage? Holy heck.
Yeah, invulnerability is ridiculous. I think the
Jesus.
spell version of invulnerability makes you immune to all damage.
I think you should make more of those. Or
Because
variants
then
of it.
on the spell. So
So yeah, let me know if any of those are interested, and then we'll work with those. Okay. They're just gonna jingle in a bag on my back, so
Cling, 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 cling.
yeah.
Alright. We have Jonah back.
Yep.
Are we ready for Chronos Draft?
I think so.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, I will see you in a while.
Thank you as always.
Later, Merlin. It's good seeing you again.
We'll be back. Probably.
Dove was half tempted to run into the other room
Watch
and grab
out.
a book. She was that close.
Oh,
but
yeah.
What?
Yep.
No, well, too late. You already have 2 books anyway, Dove.
I know, but she's just kind of,
The time it takes you to get through one.
Yeah, she's not perfect at multitasking, but
Oh, Lord, it's been a while since we've been here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Morgan will have dropped you off just outside the city. Just far enough away so it's not suspicious that you would just appear in the middle of the path. And as she does so, she'll reach out with her other hand and she will drop your puzzle box back into your hand shuffle.
Shafel will kind of like do a bow and very quickly, she's already got her gloves on her. Shove it in her cloak and kind of try to shake a little bit like she's shaking it off. Like, okay.
don't be afraid of the box. It's linked with you. Only you're going to be able to open it. But you need to accept it.
She kind of slumps her shoulders, but like nods slowly.
And if you need anything, just come. Unlike that nephew of mine, I can go wherever I want to.
What?
Awfully convenient.
Doodles.
Hi, Morgan.
Thank you. Oh, there she goes. All right. Glowfang, you son of a... I'm gonna pull out the Boon of Navigus.
He's not
Oh,
here.
yeah. He's not here.
God damn it. Says the Boon of
well,
Navigus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not here. Not there, lol. Okay.
Well, maybe we can check the coast to see if maybe his ship's here, so we could see if Alabaster's on the ship.
Well, I can just
He is
track
the first
Alabaster.
True.
yeah.
Where
Follow
does
her.
Alabaster seem to be?
From where you are, in like an east by northeast direction.
Okay, but could also mean on the other side of the world. But it's
Yep.
a start.
Like somewhere in that that line of.
Oh,
Oh, good,
Wait,
it goes
it's
off the
kinda
map.
It's kind of toward the
What?
docks.
and towards his secret ship. Well,
Yeah,
we might
let's-
as well try it.
I don't see why not. First, what happens is that it's not here, and then we figure out what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Guess so.
As you walk on in and you get to the gate, they just kind of wave you through.
Oh.
But the Boon of Navigus starts to point more in this direction.
Is he at the stables? Do you think he made it back to the stables?
Oh, he might have.
Those were towards. That's towards it.
Alabaster. Wait, where's?
It's somewhere.
Just a bunch
like,
of people
on one
running to a
corner, like,
stable.
yeah, it's like that way. Yeah.
Jonah, slow down. You can move too fast.
Oh yeah.
I have
Like
little
5 feet
legs.
slower, but still running.
And yeah, as you follow first the Boon in the direction of the stables and then Dub's directions, you do eventually make it to the stables, where your car is parked out front,
Hey,
and Alabaster is just chilling in one of the stalls.
he's here.
Oh my gosh.
It's been weeks.
Yeah, it's actually been a while.
It's been,
Well,
yeah,
gather
like a
up.
lifetime, it feels like.
Yeah, for real.
We'll gather
Oh,
up
see
around
Alabaster.
Alabaster.
Hey, there he is. Oh yeah, that's
Hey.
right. I forgot of those. Man.
I somehow made 3 at once.
I only see one.
That's okay.
Yep,
can
I only see the one as well.
Oh, wait. Here comes that's okay, I see 2. Ooh.
Oh,
Both converged into one.
See, I can do this, and it becomes 3, and as soon as you move it, they all combine.
No, see, that was the different for me. Like I have 2 separate ones right now, but as soon as you touched it, it was
Yeah.
oh. What?
Jump gate. You are so Jen.
You silly goose. Yay! Oh, oh, that is an old photo of Melicon in there. Damn it!
Oh my.
Shit, I hit whatever. Someone to do this.
As you are crowding around Alabaster in the stable, you are approached by a relatively familiar being.
Oh, hey, he's the
Oh.
friend of the owner of Alabaster.
He is. He's the actual
Celine.
Sage's rep.
ah. Oh,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
oh, wait.
Yeah, over here in Chronostrata, he represents the astral, no, Mystic Nomads.
And he's still topless.
Of course.
Of course.
Forever.
Of course.
Of course.
Obviously.
Got it. Go for it.
Well,
If you like.
it's about time you guys showed up.
You have no idea what we've been through.
Well, Alabaster told me a little bit.
Oh
but
yeah, I
he,
guess
even he doesn't know what you've been up to without him.
trying to get back, to be honest.
Mhm.
That
It's
very much is not really a lie.
Yeah.
been a heck of a time. We got sealed in a box with a evil god, and then we got out of there into a random plane, and went from that plane to another plane, and then from that plane back to this plane, and oh my god, it's been so
Then
much.
we had to try and stop it,
It was a
essentially,
lot.
and ended up helping the Ascension, and then probably pissed off some Fae, but that's later. We are now not on the run, but we are
TMI,
definitely
don't-
not welcome
TMI.
somewhere.
TMI.
She's just like, nah.
We cannot travel to Mist Harbor anymore. Sure.
I feel like you guys really need to offload there.
I mean,
That was very subconscious.
certainly
I knew when
wasn't
to stop.
intentional.
That's all I'm saying.
She'll just look around. Is that what's oversharing about? Is that what that is?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
No,
I
it's okay.
apologize.
You'll get used to it.
Everybody does.
Was a lot.
Sorry.
2 weeks wasn't enough, apparently.
The day I had no.
So, how did you get Alabaster back?
Well, he was on board Clawfang's ship when he came here. And Clawfang left him. Luckily, I recognized him. So, I was taking care of him.
What happened to Clawfang? Did he just go away?
You know, who knows where he goes?
Did he seem injured?
No, I don't think so.
That's so strange.
Should he be injured?
Hopefully
Well,
not.
Yeah, we weren't sure. It just the last we saw him, there was a lot going on in the town that we were at. So
Oh lord.
but if Alabaster's okay, then that's definitely the main thing, you know?
Yeah, he's fine. He apparently had quite an easy time of it.
Good.
He had a boat full, literally, of hay.
Yes.
And then, of course, he always gets special treatment here.
Yeah, we owe Clawfang.
Don't even.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Yes,
that's
and I
true. Are
mean,
you still-
he did steal Alabaster and, left without us too.
Rude.
Apparently, according to Alabaster, you left him.
No, I mean,
No.
we've
On the boat.
left him with the ship, yes, but
Yeah,
we
because it
were-
was
Not in the
stopped.
stable in the city where you were going to be, but on the boat.
He's
They
not
could
us
leave
there.
at any time.
well, yes,
That's
we
it.
weren't planning on.
That's his words, not mine. Just saying.
Yeah. It was a lot. There was a lot that happened, and we apologize.
Alabaster.
Certainly wasn't our intention.
But I hope he accepts it. He can hold quite a grudge.
Oh, great and powerful Alabaster. Would you be
Oh,
willing to once again join us on our adventures?
Alistair does not whinny.
He does not pat back.
He
does
like turn his
not pat
head.
back. He does not turn
Oh
his head.
Oh. Please, Alabaster, what do I need to do?
Give him some hay.
I don't have any.
I don't know, give him an apple or anything.
I'll make you some horseshoes later. They'll be magical.
Yeah, that's true.
White twisted his mane.
They'll make it easier for you to run on most surfaces. More comfy, you know?
He like paws the ground, brings his like face down to the hay, like side eyes you as he's eating it.
Look, it'll be made out of similar material as the shield. You can see it's quite good.
At this point, he's just playing hard to get.
I can tell.
He's a stubborn one.
Literally is what I was thinking of.
Can I roll my persuasion on the horse?
Oh my gosh.
Seven.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Actual persuasion, I assume. Where's that? Oh my gosh! Actually, I never roll persuasion. I actually have.
Wow.
You
Of
have
course.
advantage
I can
on,
never roll
That's-
persuasion crits on a 24.
That's hilarious.
Can't.
So yeah, the horseshoes eventually are enough to convince Alabaster, and he will turn to face you all in his stall.
Well,
I missed
that
you,
looks
buddy.
like a yes.
Hmm.
Take it.
Are you kidding?
You're just
And always
jealous
count
of-
on Davian to that 20 at the most pointless times.
No, literally.
The best times, yeah.
Jeez Louise. Cannot.
Oh, and also nat 1 at the worst possible times.
Yeah.
Also true.
Breaking your weapon.
Hey,
Weapons,
don't-
plural.
Hey, I just made a new one. Don't curse me.
No, but this one will definitely hold. No worries.
It sounds even worse.
No.
Do you think?
Mhm.
I was gonna say, do you think we can take Alabaster for the teleportation circles?
Oh,
Maybe we shouldn't try, but
who knows?
I mean, he'd be fine. He's still a creature.
good to know. What were you gonna say?
I was going to ask what you're up to next.
Oh boy, that's a good question.
Oh, we have all sorts of things we could go do.
Well, we figured out
Love
the
to
boy
think
made
about
it
that.
back to Malachar. Was the other pressing issue we were dealing with there.
You would see Salem's eyes darken at that name. I just realized this guy doesn't have a nameplate on, does he?
Nope.
What
You
was the
have
name
already
just
met
said?
him. Salem. That
Wow.
is.
You
you
can.
have- you have met. Yeah, because he's already in your handouts page. Yeah. Cool.
Well.
Yeah, she said Malachar. And
Ah.
Salem Salem's eyes kind of darken. What business do you have with him?
Oh, none with him. Just concern for somebody adjacent.
Not too adjacent though. It's just
It's complicated,
like
but yeah.
like we said, we've been dealing with multiple things, and we might need to, well, get back to someone who knows Malachar.
Does this have anything to do with Ethereum Enclave?
No? Why?
That's
Why should it?
probably fine then.
Why? What's happening with?
He kind of like tilts his head. You can tell he's trying to decide. I mean, he knows he said
Wait,
too
hold on.
much. He's trying to decide whether to keep saying too much. Let's just say that's his next target.
Are you sure?
Quite sure.
How close is the Ethereum Enclave again?
That's the next city up north.
That is not good.
Okay.
I mean, he already has Thaumaturge Keep. He's bypassing Valakorium and Chronostrata.
There has to be a reason that he's bypassing.
I mean, Chronostrata is one of the most well-defended cities on this continent. Getting rid of possible support, I assume?
I think he could take this city if he wanted to. After what happened at Thaumaturge Keep, we don't stand a chance holding back his army. And it's scarier because he knows that.
But he's choosing to not attack.
Right. He's
That
going
is-
after Ethereum Enclave, which is already reeling from the last attack.
Okay.
We already have plenty of refugees from that city. It's basically empty right now.
There's not much we can do about that.
I wouldn't expect you to.
What about the other front with the other Chaos Seekers, Vexthorn and the other one?
Vexthorn is, as far as we know, still contained in Luminara. Our
Contained.
intelligence suggests he might be heading north. We think Malakar may be providing support from Ethereum Enclave so that Vexthorn could march to Mr. Alum without risking Luminara. That's purely going off of just strategic guesses.
Maybe the Shadow Stalkers know more.
That's where our information comes from.
Ah.
Shadebound and Shadowstalkers have been monitoring their movements recently.
What about other Chaos Seekers, the more isolated groups? Well, were there more attacks?
We've not heard of any. This continent's been relatively peaceful. We have Malakar already has Thaumaturge Keep. Valakorium has not been touched since. Chronostrata has been quiet. Luminara's fallen. Ethereum Enclave's next. And there's no casualties there. Between all of the big movements, there's not been very many little groups. Anyone who would like to can roll me an insight check.
Ooh.
He's lying.
Here we go. Here we go.
He knows so much.
Nat ones.
Oh, you have advantage as usual.
I did roll that one there.
He did get that one. He does have advantage anyway. So Jonah, you are like the only one who is, I suppose, thinking about it logically in the long term. Malakar he's never been on like Vexton's side.
Yeah,
He's
right.
the one. He literally told you guys what he was doing and implied that you needed to go stop him. And Malakar also doesn't generally approve of how the Chaos Seekers do what they do a lot of the time. So also the fact that he has like a base over on this side could be tied to the fact that like he's just stopping them from being stupid.
By making them advance north? Oh, by calming them down a little bit?
Yeah, like calming them, like they're not
By caging them in.
Yeah, they're not going to tell if he's right there. Like, so.
Interesting.
All right. So they're still against each other somehow, but
who knows? Well,
X-Spawn is definitely more of a problem.
No kidding. I still want some revenge against that man. He owes us a debt.
Goodness.
Oh, I would accept. I would recommend a lot of caution. He was dangerous already, and Luminar is quite an easy place to defend.
True. Well, we need to go figure out what our next plans are because I don't think we have 100% clue at the moment. But
there's a few directions to go. Yeah.
Thank you, Salem, for your assistance with keeping Alabaster here happy and healthy, and for your knowledge.
It's my pleasure. I'm always happy to look after this one. Yes, smack him on the rump.
Whoa. Who?
Whoa.
Yes.
Wait, will you be staying here?
In the city? Yeah. It's kind of my job.
Oh, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm the Mystic Nomad's representative.
Yes, I know,
No.
but maybe they were planning on moving some of you. That's why I was asking.
Well, unless you've heard something I haven't. Nope.
Good. Won't be here for long, but it's good to know you'll still be there.
No. If there's anything else I can do to help, you know where to come find me then.
All right.
He will open the stall, let Alabaster trot out, and then close the stall and get back to work. +1 Alabaster.
Yay!
Yay!
Finally.
Alabaster, is there a certain design you'd like?
Just a flat yes.
All right, perfect. We'll go over that. We'll go over it here in the next few days.
My gosh, we'll actually.
We won't. Never mind.
Guess we won't. We'll actually be able to travel while you guys rest, and then pull off whenever Alabaster needs it. The multitasking has increased.
That's terrifying.
Great.
Okay. Dove did earlier today say that multitasking is not her strong suit.
Yeah, she's like, finally,
now
I can
she's-
do this one.
And now she's going to be driving the car.
While staying awake.
Oh.
Driving counts as a single task. It's fine.
Yeah. It's just while you guys are doing something else, we can travel.
Still over there. It is. The token. It hadn't moved away from the temple.
Mm-mm.
It's moving it on the world map. Before I forget that you guys are in Chronostrata. Alright, so any other plans here? Or where would you like to be going?
Oh man, I have no idea.
It's a lot of
So-
routes to take.
Oh, we have several things we could do. Can you take us to the world map, please, boss man?
I can. This is
Thing is,
within my power.
I've never really thought. I mean, I haven't really thought about what we will be doing after Miss Arbor was saved.
I'm still waiting for that repercussion to hit us.
Yeah, me too.
It's fine.
So-
Don't worry. But it's still we'll still have a war in our arms, and Luminara's taken. Ethereum Enclave is next, and then the North.
So here's my thoughts inside my head. We can do a few things if we so desire. We could go collect a star heart from the skeleton man of death up here. I
yeah.
don't know why that was the ellipse freehand up here.
If it's still there, yeah.
We could make our way either to like towards Luminara or somewhere near it to try and get Vex Thorn, who I do want to kill because he killed a friend.
True.
What was that?
He
Is it-
does have a star heart, I believe.
He does, yes. Yes.
Mhm.
At some we could try and travel north. There's something that I want to collect way up here.
Ah, yes, the thing we didn't get last time.
Yep. We could search for some info about your brother, Jonah. I don't know where we'd
Uh,
start with that.
Me neither.
We could search for some info about your aunt, Dove.
That's
my
true.
aunt? Oh,
Your
her
kind of
aunt.
aunt.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, can I track her with Boon of Navigus? See what
No,
She
you
won't-
cannot.
Oh yes, same as last time. She maybe she went against Marakar and he's keeping her somewhere now.
Who knows? But we could search for some information about that. We could I don't know, anything else? We could just look for some jobs if we want to make some money,
That too.
wander about and do some stuff.
I don't think the Starheart idea is too bad. I know we were kind of reserved about whether or not to do that, but if our enemies are constantly barraging like areas, it's not a bad idea to see if we can procure it.
True.
Where is it? Because he was a he was a man of necromancy.
That's a
correct?
man of death.
Man of death.
Yes.
Okay.
Skeleton Lord Man of Death.
I was
Don't forget
like,
the Lord Man part.
yeah, it's like, do you think because I have Ouija's blessing, maybe it'll go a little bit better? Like,
Who knows?
I was like, I don't know if they're connected. I was like, I really don't know much about deities and stuff, but maybe we could talk to him about that.
we could search for some more information on the Chained Oblivion. If we won't even try to get into that mess.
I was gonna say that's a whole
fair, I
other
don't-
can of worms.
That's a bigger kind of worms than I think we're currently qualified for, personally.
Yeah, if the deities are having issues with him, I mean, what are we?
Gods were trying to out with him. I just broke a box.
True. We what else is there?
What do we do with your?
Do,
With your
Shelfel,
wife?
she's fine. Don't worry. Shelfel, do you have any other pressing personal matters that we could go and pursue?
Oh, my book was stolen. Stolen at one point. Somebody
Book?
Like the one you carry around all the time?
one of my journals spots that I had studied. There was
Is it nearby? Like,
You know, the Eastern continent. That one was one of your early books,
it's far out.
so it's not super far from Mosswind.
Not too far.
Okay.
I keep working thing extra for me. Oh.
So, well, we can start with the Star Hearts if it's still there.
Feels most pressing. I would.
But then, about Vexphone, I don't know what we can do. I mean, the city's probably well guarded, and don't see what we can do. We still had the no, because I was gonna say the teleportation circle, but no, she closed it.
I feel like I said something and I managed to not type it out.
Impressive.
Impressive.
I said impressive. They was like, I said something and didn't type it out. Okay, impressive.
Okay. Well,
Well, it's up to you guys to decide where next. Are you in the Starheart first?
that's not a bad idea.
Feels like a good idea. Use the Star Heart to deal with Vex.
Oh.
Yep.
Before we go, Dove, how hard is it to make that resistance potion that you made one of?
How hard was it indeed? Now that I know what the items are, I guess I could probably just do it again.
Yeah, you can make a couple of them a day.
Yeah. Which one did you want?
The chilling resistance that gives the drinker resistances to all damage for 1 minute.
Yeah, no, I can take some time. If someone is like, driving the cart, if you're driving the cart, then she'll just focus on making those potions then.
Assume you're gonna make them the exact same way.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
1 minute's still really good. Poison damage.
And you don't know which of the two ingredients is causing it as well. So it would take a lot more trial and error figuring out which one of them is doing it.
Fair, yeah.
Alright, so how many are you making?
If I have one, what, do you want to make like 3 more?
Well, if we have, not necessarily. I mean, well, if it's just for the Skeleton King, I'm already resistant to necrotic.
True, but this is to all damage.
All damage, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe we could buy a couple of potions where we need to. But yes, if you have time, go for it.
Yeah, I think while we're in town before we leave, we should probably buy some health potions, or if we can get our hands on anything that was similar to the teal potions, because I know that was like very specific. But we should probably
Yes,
bulk up on some health potions.
Definitely.
And
And let Duff cook. Let
I
him
would.
cook.
Yeah.
I'll just be in the back of the cart, just moving stuff around. Very.
You gotta admit, Doug's potion of prolonged healing's a pretty good one as well, compared to
gonna
like
say.
healing potions.
So which ones were?
The potion of prolonged healing.
Yeah.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
That's pretty good.
44 plus wisdom, healing half this turn and half the following turn.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Like
I mean-
compared to like a regular healing potion, which are like the ones you can afford the majority of, which is only 2d4 plus 2, all in one turn.
That's true, because you would get hit or potentially like need to heal more.
Mhm.
Or
Like-
you'd go down, but the effect would trigger and bring you back up.
Yeah.
True. I mean, I can make. So, DM question then. From here to Skeleton Lord, Man of Death.
Nice.
Yeah.
Almost perfect. Nice. Come on, I believe in you. Yeah.
10 miles.
It's fine. It's 69. Don't worry.
It's 69.6.9 square. That's perfect.
This is fine.
Beautiful.
So-
Good.
Now that you have Alabaster, that's only like a day's travel now.
So how many potions could I make in that
2.
time? Okay. So I would say then, if you guys wanted me to, I could make 2 of the prolonged healing or 1 and 1 of the resistance and the healing. It's up to you guys.
I think at
She's-
least one of the resistances would be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, she's
me too.
happy to just do that. Okay,
Okay.
so I can do 1 resistance and 1 prolonged.
One resistant for prolong. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't
Okay.
edit this, can I?
You can't?
No.
Oh,
You should be able to.
Look at.
You should be able to edit it.
I can zoom or I can pop it out.
Close it and reopen it.
Zoom.
Oh, there it is. Perfect.
Weird.
Yes. Okay, so then I will say that now we have 2 and 2.
Alright. And I've noted the ingredient usage.
Cool. I was gonna ask that next, but that's working.
Yeah, you get a whole sheet on my spreadsheet for this one.
Okay, bless.
You and Dadia now both have one.
Oh.
A-
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You know about yours, Dadia. Don't be.
I kind of know about it.
Yeah, you just don't get to see it updated live.
True.
You have the own copy of it.
True. I had to spend or I say I had to. I spent the first part of the session while Didier was sleeping, just organizing all of my items in my inventory.
I wondered what you
Nice.
were up to. I was like, he's definitely either like drawing or doing something else noteworthy.
His character was asleep, but he wasn't.
Not in his mind palette.
Alright. So you guys are going up there. Well, before we end the session for the evening, would you guys like to identify the staff of the river?
Yes.
Do it.
That's the correct answer.
I worked very hard on this staff. I hope you like it. And
So
appreciate
did
it.
I.
You
Hey,
worked
I
on it, but you
excited.
don't know what it is?
Nope.
Super excited.
We all get to learn together.
So, it is a +1 quarterstaff. It is an uncommon magical item. It requires attunement to activate all of its abilities, but some of them can be activated without attunement. It does 1d6 one-handed, and it does 1d8 two-handed. When you're attuned to the quarterstaff, you can use it to make a melee attack using your charisma modifier, for the attack roll and damage.
Nice.
When done this way, you can expend sorcery points to increase the damage by either 1d6 or 1d8 for each sorcery point spent. You can spend a number of sorcery points up to your proficiency bonus each time, whilst wielding the quarterstaff, but not being attuned to it. You can cast the following spells: Shape Water, which is a cantrip, so at will. Create or destroy water 3 times a day, or Water Bullet 3 times a day. If you're attuned to the quarterstaff, those spells don't require spell slots to use,
Oh,
and you gain Wall of Water once per day, Water Walk once per day, and Watery Sphere once per day. And if you do have to have access to the spell slot levels to use them, but the slots are not consumed.
that's
That
pretty
became
good.
a lot more powerful than I was expecting it to.
Yeah.
That was very specifically used making the blue water crystal that you borrowed, and the very magical stick from Ceres Ares' place, or whatever
Yeah.
it's called.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, that packs a punch.
It literally gives Shalfel like a melee option now.
Start whacking.
So like,
Which
yeah,
is
you can just
also
whack people with it.
Too.
Yeah, I think you guys have 3rd level spell slots. So you'd have Wall of Water and Water Walk. And then when you get 4th levels, you gain access to Watery Sphere.
I'm helpful.
Yeah, no, that's great.
I did like that item.
Yep, and then the other 2 things made was I can somewhat say what they did. So I made myself a shield and the mini warhammer because I wanted to be able to one-hand it. The shield is a +1 shield that enhances my runes that I do. So like my fire rune and or specifically my fire rune in this case, which I needed Shelfel's help for. That's what I talked about before.
Hey.
By infusing a bunch of fire into it, it makes my fire chains a lot more effective. Yay. And then
no attunement?
that one is attuned, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's part of his innate class features, so it has to be attuned to it.
Oh, that's good.
The hammer is basically like a magnet hammer. So I can like drag stuff around with it, and it uses charges.
Pull
and it
them
does
in,
low
or
electric
push them
damage.
away.
Yeah, and it does lightning damage.
Okay, decent. You've been busy.
Yep.
Good on you.
Awesome. Aim.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I think Jonah's next on the list for getting something.
Underneath.
Getting
Gotta
something
figure out a better way.
made personally, because Dove has the cloak and the crossbow. Shelfel has the cloak and the staff. You just have the harmonica. Yeah, you're next, Jonah.
Wow, I'm so spoiled.
You're next.
We're all so spoiled. Having a blacksmith in your party.
Speaking of which, what's Dove? You still have the party's money?
I do, yes.
Okay, how much are we at?
Right now we are at 693 gold.
693. Okay, yeah.
There is another
forgot to-
1,000 in my pocket.
Oh, really?
Is that the one that you've been like holding onto? Yeah, that's
Yes.
personal.
Holding. Okay,
I
perfect.
mean, it's not really personal. It was no, it's not personal. It's part of the group money, but
But why
Okay,
do you ask about the money?
just so we know. In case we need to buy stuff, and yeah,
It's good knowledge.
we were rich not so long ago, before
Very
the
rich.
pendants
Yeah.
tie detection.
That's a good point, actually, Daddy. I forgot to charge you for making your shield.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. How much do you want?
And the hammer. What
Yep,
sort
how
of
much-
hammer is it?
What?
What sort of hammer is it?
See, that's the thing, because I was thinking of it like almost like a warhammer, but smaller, but not a light hammer.
Yeah, so a small warhammer.
So a small warhammer, but where's oh my god, there's warhammer. How much damage does a warhammer do? So I don't know if you want to like knock it down to
Oh,
the
no, the damage is
D6 or
fine.
leave. Okay, just leave it at a D8. Okay.
Yeah, the damage is fine. It's more just the cost of it.
Okay. Don't forget I supplied materials.
Yeah, that's taken into account.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just a regular warhammer or is it plus one warhammer?
+1.
Plus one. Right. So that is you did it in Mist Harbor. So it is 800 gold total.
Okay. Never mind, guys. I do not have that much money.
we just we were talking about it. I was like, oh no, wait, actually. Yeah, that's for everything else. Like you provide the materials, the base stuff. That's just for everything else.
Yep. Okay.
And it'd only have cost you 70 if you'd made
Oh,
just regulars.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
All right. What's this thing called? I forget what I was going to name it. Again.
Ah, that's not the most important part.
Yes, it is.
Blacksmith naming his creations is very
There
important.
you go. It's the Stormbreaker hammer. That's right.
Yeah. Reminiscent of that mech adventure.
Yep.
Good times. Alrighty. Well, that is us for the session then.
Woohoo!
I think we
Nice.
cleared up the last.
Alright, folks. That is the end of session, it looks like. My bad, my bad. Thank you. Alright. Alright, y'all. We're wrapping up session, it looks like. We will be back next week, like usual, for Downfall of Dragons. But before then, I'll be back on Monday to do our usually check-in, and we'll do a little bit more paleo. We got quite a bit to do before our big this weekend. Hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their weekend. I look forward to seeing you. Welcome, thank you so much for stopping in and saying hey, friend. I really appreciate it.